The ship is called the Algoma Guardian, built back in 1987, and when it's not frozen in the ice here in Thunder Bay, you'll find it going up and down the Great Lakes, carrying grain and bulk ore. Tonight, 4 teams are on the ice, but only 2 spots remain. Win, you're in. Lose, and the championship drive will come to an end. The qualifiers continue.
These are the moments that make me from the ashes of failure. They save me, keep me sane when the world has gone crazy. Get me up on the days I feel lazy. These are the moments that make me.
From 18 teams down to 6, and by the end of this evening down to just 4 of this year's Scotties here at Fort William Gardens. This is qualifying Friday. I'll show you what happened this afternoon. And Nova Scotia, Christina Black out of Halifax, playing the defending champions Rachel Holman from Ottawa. And Holman didn't necessarily have her best game, but it was still a good game. Here in 10, makes the hit for 3 as she goes on to the win, and now advances to the Page playoff, the 1-2 game. Meanwhile, another former champion, 4-time, Carrie Anderson on the ice, playing Kayla Skrlik out of Alberta, and her game has really developed over the course of the round robin, and now looking very sharp, as here she makes this quiet, very nice draw for 3 to pick up the win, and she also now advances to the 1-2 Page playoff. So meanwhile, the losers have now come down, and they will play in this qualifying game. It's BC against Nova Scotia and Alberta Skrlik against Ontario coming up. And on this Friday night, we do say hello, Canada. Welcome back to this qualifying Friday. Joe's here, and Russ is over there, and Kathy's over here somewhere, and she'll join us shortly. So what did you think of the 2 defending champions today?
You know, Vic, we started the week. We've got Holman ranked number 1 in Canada, Anderson number 2, and look at where they are. They're 2 wins away from that championship trophy.
Yeah, they look very sharp going in. And so now we turn our attention to the game that we will feature, and we will look at Kayla Skrlik as she goes against Inglis. And Skrlik, we know, coming off that loss, is a hitter, but can she draw?
Yeah, and that's been the question all week. She is no stranger to the highlight reel shot, but on the week, she's 65% on her draws. She has to improve on that number against Danielle Inglis, who that's her strong suit.
Inglis really feels like she's been invisible here. There's been so much attention on everyone else, but boy, you have to see her now because she's 1 game away from getting that quarterfinal.
They were 2 shots away from being undefeated. You're right. They were invisible. 6-2 record. Lost to Anderson in a close one. Lost to Black in a close one. I don't know why they're invisible. And I think Danielle's strategy, she's very clever. Gets the rocks in the right spot, throws the right weight. That could be the difference against this young Alberta team.
So it's 2 games, and both are must win. If not, your Scotties is over here in Thunder Bay. Alberta are sitting 1 for a bundle. Got this, bang, bang. Oh my, look at this. Count them up, 5. You gotta get by that yellow one first. Oh, and grab it. Oh, come on.
The 2025 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Scotties, Canada's #1 facial tissue brand. By Home Hardware, here's how. By PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. And by BKT Tires, growing together.
So we'll keep our eye on this one. Alberta, Ontario, also on the ice. BC, Nova Scotia, as we say good evening. Kathy.
Hey, Victor. Well, for Christina Black, she won't be happy with her numbers this afternoon. 69% was her lowest of the week, and you have to wonder about fatigue. This team has played 3 10 and high-pressure games in the last day. You have to wonder about 10 more. The contrast to that is Corinne Brown, playing only once yesterday in the afternoon. She was at her very best, 86% in that game, and her front end both made first-team All-Stars. That will help set up. The question is she rested or rusty?
Yeah, both the teams are out and matching rocks before the game. Time to meet the teams now, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. The Alberta champions, they are skipped by Kayla Skrlik. They come from the Garrison Curling Club in Calgary and backed up by Cherry Lynn Ramsey, Ashton Skrlik, and Margot Fleming. Ontario champions, they are from the Ottawa Hunt and Golf Club. Danielle Inglis' second straight appearance, went 3-5 last year in Calgary with Cassandra DeGroot, Calissa Daly, and Kira Brunton. So Alberta, because they were number 2 in the Pool A, they got a choice of color. They've elected to take the red. Ontario, though, they had the draw to the button, and Ontario won that, and so they will play the Redstones. Kayla Skrlik is out, has the brush down. We're ready to get it underway. This qualifier on a Friday night, and the Alberta lead is Jerry Lynn Ramsey.
I haven't been on sheet D for quite a while here. This was the straighter side. They're taking about 4 feet 3 inches to get to the center line here. The other side cooked even more, so we'll have to see.
3, 4, 3. Kate, I'm good. Yeah, I got it. More close, whoa. Don't curl. Whoa. Good. 5.
Perfect.
Really tight.
Yeah, well into the 12-foot here for the come around. That's definitely more curl than what we've seen in first ends.
Probably a little stiff at the end.
I wonder, as the rocks straighten out every draw, that they must be clipping a little bit more off to be able to get that curl, but at some point in time they can only clip so much.
Well, line's good. Starting to bend. Yep. Still lots of. Gotta go. Yep. Hard. Switch. Gotta go for weight. Go. Yep. Hard. Tuck a piece. Go. Hard. Okay. 14-4.
And maybe a little piece. Time for the keys to the game. Let's start with Alberta.
Play this, Jer.
You want to make sure that you leave yourself some space to score. Danielle Inglis likes to play a game to the middle. She's so comfortable with those draws. And keep your confidence. It's only a few hours ago they had their loss, and you just have to have that short memory in these types of situations.
Yep. 9-5. Yep. 9-5. Yep. 9-5. Whoa.
Ashton Skrlik.
Yep. 9-5. Yes.
Oh, did well. Very nice. All right, the keys for Ontario.
Well, force the draw. We already talked about it. A 17% difference between hitting and drawing. You want to keep Kayla Skrlik, a wonderful hitter, to drawing, and then hook the guards, and that's one way to do it. And then those runbacks cannot be made by anybody.
Whoa. Close, Calissa. Still floating. Calissa now. Hard. Whoa. Keep going. Yep. Little roll. Stay with it. Just on. Beauty. Nice. 10-4.
Very nice. That was not easy to do. Keep the shooter on the wing there. Easy to roll out and leave Alberta the free come around.
I don't want to forget that the keys to the game are brought to you by Purex Bathroom Tissue. It is pure comfort.
I was thinking the same.
Little extra time, 1 hour between
Close.
the games today, an extra hour. We finished around 4 p.m. local time, and now back on the ice at 7. For Kayla Skrlik and the team, it was a quick debrief. They didn't feel they played all that badly.
8-5.
Joe against Anderson, and then grabbed something to eat, and then if you could, you had a little bit of a nap, and now you're ready to go again.
Yeah, and often teams in the bond spieling season, they can fall into that situation when they're on tour. You lose one qualifier. Sometimes it's a super close game too, and then you're right back out there. So this won't be that far out of the comfort zone.
Line's good.
You remember the Skrlik team at the points bet? That was a sudden death event, and they made it all the way to the finals.
Yes.
So they're comfortable in this position. You also have to look at the scoreboard sometimes. It wasn't as if it was down to the last rock and it was a miss and the emotions were high. Anderson did pull away with that win, so they kind of had the chance to regroup a little bit before they even got off the ice.
Oh, true. It makes it a little easier.
I can't believe how much my hit came down.
Yeah. It's so fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good throw.
Now familiar course 5 rock rule. We're slated to go 10, 38 minutes thinking time, 160-second timeout, and of course the no tick rule. Center line on the or guard on the center line until the 5th has been played. You mentioned the points bet. They met there and Skrlik won 9-2, and then they met earlier in the year on the tour, and that was in Oakville, and Inglis won. So they're 1-1 against each other. But that points bet will prepare you for this kind of situation because it's sudden death every way, all the way.
No question. Both the teams are better than they were last year. It's nice to see a little more depth coming up. That original red Skrlik rock foot from the rings could really factor into the end of this end.
Line's a little tight. Line's a little tight. We can go. Okay. Whoa, whoa. Line's good. Whoa. Line's fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's hanging. We don't have the line yet.
Weight's really nice.
No bump, no bounce, no bounce, no bounce,
Hard.
no bounce. Okay, that's good. 14-6.
Okay.
So crucial. If you pretend that's a foot farther,
Do you ever
then
like
there's
this?
a yellow double that's as simple as it
Yeah, I
gets.
think so. Firm.
It's good judgment there. They wanted a hair more curl, mind you, but really good on the speed.
Firm.
You know, I like this.
What do you like instead?
I don't know.
You got it. Firm.
Okay.
I'd love to see a controllable
Maybe
weight
it's
here
sticky.
because you want to save both reds.
This might have been just from kind of going to school all week here. Sometimes that path up the middle can be a little bit crispy, so just want to manage the cue ball here a little bit. Just keep it running straight.
Hard.
Oh, this one's gone.
Okay, whoa, we've lost it.
And drives it by. Now there's a little bit of a stagger over there too.
She's just soft. I also under-iced her, but her outturn normally is so steady. So she was down.
Well, the teams are now able to pick their stones from a couple of sheets, Kathy.
Well, and it's really interesting because one of the things that will help Team Skrlik relax just a little bit is they played on sheet C earlier, so they could choose from C or D. And so tonight is exactly the same. And so for Kayla, as a team, they shot 87%. They kept the rocks, the exact same stones that they used earlier today, feeling that the rocks were good. They just missed at the wrong time. Danielle, on the other hand, took 4 from C, 4 from D. Those were in games against Anderson and Cameron where there were lots of draws. And so obviously feeling very comfortable that they're matched.
Hard. Roll it, roll it. Hard roll.
Oh, and they'll get one in behind those corners.
Really nice. Probably closer to 10-5, eh?
Nice play.
Pardon? Closer to 10-5?
Nice, Kara.
It looked like it was about right.
Yeah.
No, that was good. That spot just kind of comes up. Your spot came up.
Yeah, oh my God.
Too.
Early
Yeah,
read on the
that's
hit lines is such an advantage. It seems like the first down a path comes up a little more than they expect it to, but if you throw a few, then it really straightens out.
Hard! Well, it's just nose. Just
Margot
nose.
Fleming.
Yeah, I think for nose. No, it's fine.
And it is
Okay.
nose.
Just soft. Sent that right in. Even a nose isn't too bad. Play control.
Control. Just here. Yeah, you got it.
The ice. Yeah, I know
Yeah,
she
I
really
thought
does. She's barely surviving out here.
Yeah, there's, I mean, Flu has gone through the field. We've had several players taking time away, and Margot Fleming is not
No.
Close,
feeling well
Melissa.
tonight and may leave before this is over, I'm thinking.
Hard. 10-5.
Really hard. Hard.
Yeah, a little tough on both her shots. They're tight, and their draw to the button wasn't where it should be either, so she's got to be feeling
Okay. call.
poorly.
Okay, that's pretty good. It actually timed at an 11, but
Okay.
but I
God. And get rid of 2. I can't roll that. There's just no way. I could try to throw peel at the roll, but. Or I play this bomb. Out. Okay. Which
I
one
like
do you
the
like?
right-hand one, Joanne, because it's shorter. You should make the double with the nose hit, and it's
This-
going directly
yeah,
onto
I
that
don't know,
third one,
this
and
one
you
either.
never,
Is this
you
going-
might get them
catching this and
all.
going?
but
Honestly,
If you throw
if
it
this
really
sticks,
if you
it's
threw
fine.
it really hard.
Right there, too. Peel?
Trying to catch the crotch.
I
like
don't
a
agree
little-
with this at all, because how do you stick
Yeah,
that red
passive
onto the
red
middle
like
yellow
that,
to start
right?
with?
Yeah.
It's got to roll a little bit.
Yeah, especially with the outer yellow being a little bit higher, it's so easy to just kind of tick,
Tick,
and
tick.
not do a whole lot. Like
Yeah.
might not even kill one of them.
Right. The outside one's so automatic.
Oh my
It's
God,
nice
Jer.
double.
Now, would they be a little bit afraid of going out this wide? Is that one of the reasons?
Shouldn't be. It's all week. It's a little slower out there, but we haven't noticed any real falls or swoops. Tough to stick this.
But this is her game, right, Joe?
Yeah, it's. We've seen her make some fantastic
Whoa, that
ones.
didn't float at all.
She'll just basically open it up, get rid of the guards, kill one of the Ontario Stones on the way through.
Very, very lucky to get one out.
That didn't float at all.
practice. Just do it over here.
Did that
A
float?
little bit, but not much.
Yeah.
I thought you were a bit tight.
Okay. Yep.
Straighter side though too, like comparatively.
Okay, control.
Okay, yeah.
Nose.
Think a bit fresh hairstyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be fresh. I threw this in practice with a normal.
Okay.
Curled a bit.
You got it. Control weight.
Yeah.
Like you can.
Yeah, usually the teams, when they're going to the away end in the pregame practice, they'll throw hits or maybe some bumps and try to get a feel for what the lines are doing, get an idea of the shape of the sheet. So Danielle threw somewhere in here in their pregame practice.
Talked earlier in the week about some of the teams working on their technique. So is Ontario with that idea of drawing the stone right back to the toe. And it's been a work in progress. Whoa. There. All right, first look. Corinne Brown from Kamloops, and the team from Halifax, Christina Black.
And an opportunity for Christina to open this game with a pair. Corinne Brown was hitting to lie 2 and jammed, and that allowed Christina to remove the stone and lie 2. On her final stone, Corinne hit, and it is shot, and that's why Christina has to go at it. Looking to stick. And she will.
For 80% on her hits in the event is Christina Black. Boy, that's got to hurt, huh? I mean, you have the end set up, and
Yes.
one stone.
Yes.
Ashton. Skrlik, little sis. Oh dear, you gave it right back.
A lot of over curls here. You saw first shot of the game curled almost 5 feet, which is more than usual. Plus the fresh pebble. And boy, oh boy, Christmas.
All right.
Yeah.
I wasn't tight. It didn't look like it. It just hit nose. Shoot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way.
It's interesting. On the sheet that I'm watching, any of the half shots were all over curls as well. It makes
Okay.
you wonder. The temperature is a little bit warmer in here, but I don't know if that's enough. But it's definitely curling more than it has.
Well, we talked earlier today, Kathy, about, now there's only 2 games on the ice. Airflow is different. There's more people. It's the final weekend ticket sales and the packages Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So maybe it is affecting things.
I think what also happens is that they don't rock the ice here for whatever reason. So the athletes warm up that middle path and you decide, oh, it's awesome, it's beautiful speed, but it really isn't other than that spot.
Really nice.
Well, that's interesting. Ontario thought they gave it away. Skrlik then said return to sender. 2 for Inglis. Qualifying Friday continues here at the Scotties in Thunder Bay. We already had a couple of games this afternoon, and the defending champion, Rachel Holman, 4-time champion Carrie Anderson have advanced, and they will be in that 1-2-page playoff tomorrow night. And now these are a couple of must-win games. The winners will move on to the quarterfinal. The losers will be out of this year's event. 2-0 Ontario. A couple of gifts handed back and forth, and Ontario was last to unwrap, and they got 2. So here in the second, it's Alberta. And Kayla Skrlik with last rock. She has the hammer playing the red stones, and already we're seeing the ice catching this Alberta team twice. That is a hog stone, and her first, she flashed a stone top of the forefoot.
Light and narrow on the hits, just like the first end was, and nobody's believing the fresh pebble in the spots, the only spots they haven't played. Again, the draw to the button was important here, so everybody raced there, and that's the only spot that's quick. We saw this last night, Joanna, where it was just fresh, and nobody could hit the rings in the first end.
And you know what? Alberta didn't play last night. They played yesterday afternoon. So Ontario was out here in the evening draw. They played their final round robin against Galuchia from the Northwest Territories. So they've seen this. It would probably give them an edge here.
Sure looks like it.
The team that just came off the ice, you feel like it's an advantage because you've just been playing, but it's a different surface right now.
Yeah, I think so.
It's quite slow in the unbeaten trails.
It's interesting. I always ask the players I talk to, particularly skips, what do you want to see from your team in the first end or second end? Without a word of a lie, Skrlik said to me, I want to see confident throws and no doubting. And
Clean!
what you've seen, nothing, neither of those in the rock so far.
Very close.
Oh my gosh.
6-6. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll kick slower.
Yeah. You got it.
Same spot.
The funny part about this so far, too, is this is the easiest shot in the building. You know, both teams played this
Box a little wider.
in practice forever, so it's quick, it's readable, makes it easy for Ontario at this point.
Hard, get it over. Hard.
Calissa Daly.
Hard.
Just let me go.
Go here.
Inglis with a quick
good
brush. And they just get it across.
Let's play this. And roll.
Didn't quite get the curl.
If you just get this hard, it's fine.
If that rock goes another foot, it's perfect.
Got it.
So these are the out-turn peels just off the center line, run poker straight previously in the week, but I'm wondering if this is going to come up a little bit.
Has to.
Clean, yes! No! Yes! Whoa!
How to get by that one first. Oh, and they just did. Now you're going to run it back.
Good
Touch
shot.
it. Sure enough. Very nice. Ashton Skrlik replies on her second.
Good. Oh my God, she's insane right now. I'm just trying to call some line. It's a super long run back.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just stick with it.
The 3-time Ontario Junior champion Kira Brunton throwing the third stones for the Ontario champions from Ottawa.
Great. Top four. Clean. T. Yep. Yep.
I know.
Right line. Hard. Hard line.
Coming down. Yep.
Whoa. Yep.
Cassandra DeGroot is on the left, and they'll crash there. Wow.
Boy, oh boy.
So interesting. The call out of the hand was clean.
Yeah.
There was no panic until about halfway down the ice.
Yeah.
Looks like the weight was probably close. It bounced off pretty far.
They would have made it.
It's heavy here.
Yeah.
You can almost just see the frost line. I'm thinking you don't think it's like extra
We can knife it in.
It's one of three choices. It's either fresh pebble
heavy here, I think.
or it's overclipped, it's flat already, which is hard to believe, or the surface is a little too warm.
Quite enough.
Okay.
It's really greasy looking from where I am. It
Okay.
hasn't looked like that at all this
Yeah.
week. They're talking about frost lines. There's no frost lines yet.
Nope.
You might see
Got it.
something,
Good release
but it
here.
definitely has a different look to it than we've seen. It's not as evident on the sheet that I'm watching, but I'm right behind D, and it's running very differently than it's been.
How's the air temperature at their cast?
It's getting warmer.
Okay.
And I wonder if we had the biggest crowd this
Yeah.
afternoon and they couldn't cool off the building
let it
enough,
die?
and so now we have a huge crowd again.
It's much warmer outside too.
It is as well.
What does your little
3-3.
watch tell you?
I got a 13.5. Sounds like Kayla got a 13.3.
So tough.
To the back 8 from
Little
Margot
slow.
Fleming.
For a minute. Good, Margot.
And I have to think
I don't even mind a straight draw here.
Yeah.
Margot really went for that. I bet you it looked like hack out of her hand.
Had to.
But if you're throwing even, let's say, 6 feet less than that, does that grab the curl and die? Because that's what we saw happened on Kira's first.
I believe so.
Well, if that's the case, I mean, look where the brush was down. Russ,
Yes.
edge of the 8.
Yes.
This is the most curl we have maybe
Yes.
seen all week.
Now, in fairness, this I thought this was the swingiest spot in the building, but yes, you're absolutely right. That's a good foot more than earlier.
Really coming off.
And you're looking
Keep
at
pushing.
minimum 4, maybe 5 feet.
You're moving it. You're moving. Okay, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
And down to it.
All right, 13.
Well, let's say 4.5.
Yeah, close to 5. Yeah.
Good throw.
And a little heavy, to Joe's point, a little more. It's right behind the red one.
Top 4 is
Little less
good.
weight.
So,
We're calling to it
yeah,
So now there's been 2 down this
Yep.
path.
with a slow knife.
So here's the question.
Third
Does
one
it get
down.
faster,
Quarter,
or is
quarter.
this the speed that they're playing with?
Got it.
That's where you have to
Right,
guess
and-
if you're Alberta.
You're guessing it's the speed they're playing with because this is the draw the button path.
no ad. Not bad though.
In her first season with Kayla Skrlik, Margot Fleming.
Big, low
4
bump.
previous
Knife.
Scotties,
There's
all
no
with
bump right
Carrie
now.
Galuchia out of
Knife. Keep knifing.
the Northwest Territories.
Working. Stay close, Ashton. Little bump. Drag it. Stay close.
Yeah,
Little
line.
bump. Okay, knife, knife. Keep knifing.
Look at that
Line's
curl.
good. Ashton.
Whoa.
Too much.
Great shot. Good. 4-4. That's
Yeah,
sweet.
14.4. So
4-4.
usually every second from in the hog to hog is about 6 feet. So that path has gotten 6 feet faster in the 3 rocks that have gone down. Be really, really crucial to map that speed.
Top of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Gotta get right to the face. It's better now. That one like glided a lot nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're looking for the same kick you gave us on this draw.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was really nice.
You got it.
Sounds good.
Like you can.
Okay.
See?
Easy line.
Whoa.
Easy line.
See?
Whoa, whoa.
Line's good. Top 4.
Whoa, still tracking. Hard. Hard. Hard line.
Back 4.
Hard. Hard.
To Great and Daly.
Hard.
Oh, if they can hold this up here. They did a very, very nice job. Shot Stone, Ontario.
Great throw.
First one they haven't had to
really
knife or try to make it curl. That's just Danielle. Such a great field player.
She is. She really is.
Back 4.
Hard. 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 Go, go, go. Hard. Hard.
Freeze top.
It's a pretty good path here now.
Yeah, I tightened up the
2-0 Nova Scotia leads and sitting 1 or 2.
Sitting 1, great shot by Corinne Brown on her first to hit and roll behind that mess of reds out front. So she is 2nd and 3rd. Christina Black buried, but she is very deep in the house. And with the movement that is seen out here, she shouldn't have any problem getting to the face and tapping it back if her weight is right.
4-3,
3.
thank you. Final Stone Corinne Brown team out of Kamloops. Here we go, watching Kayla Skrlik. Well, they got the weight to get there. Oh, and Brown crashes, and where will this finally settle for her? No, it'll spin through, so a steal of 1.
Great weight, just that extra finish is catching everyone.
So true, both sheets.
Yeah.
Weight was really good.
Yep. Yeah, because we got a blocker coming anywhere through there.
Still want to line anything up for her?
No.
Tight guard. Right out here.
Nice freeze by Alberta. Can't do much with that thing.
Yeah, I don't think we want to be for a pile.
No, I like halfway.
Are you surprised she's guarding here, Russ?
Yeah, you could come in.
I thought she may come in and freeze, just narrow down the scoring area.
Do you ever go halfway to avoid lining it up?
As long as you go wide enough here, it's tough too. But yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, it
So
doesn't
many
need
of
to be
these
too
teams
tight.
play
Yeah.
so much. I mean, we know that Kayla
I threw this
Skrlik
times and it's
Yeah.
played the most games ever in her career, 71.
4. Like,
Inglis
when it
played
bumps it this
9
much, it's actually,
events
like, back line.
starting in September 6th in Oakville. Played 9 events before Christmas.
2.
She says they have to play now just to get the points
Yes.
to get themselves into some of the bigger spiels.
Yep. Really curling. Yep.
So easy to over curl these guards.
1.
You take the extra ice, but you let it go and it breaks sooner.
2.
With this big finish here, they got to get off this thing.
Stop.
It's not a guard whatsoever.
Okay.
That, you see that time and time again. I don't mind the guard, but you needed like 2 feet more ice.
Yeah, line it up with the middle of the forefoot there.
Right.
Almost. Really force Alberta out
throw
wide.
like back line.
Yeah.
Because it has to
Yeah.
move.
So just draw.
Yeah, draw the
Okay.
pin.
Yep, you got it.
It's an awfully big shot because Kayla Skrlik's draw weight let her down a little bit this week. Now, some of them might have been impossible draws. We're not looking at all of them, but
Had to go
she just made a beauty. You do it again, you get a 2 out of nowhere, and you're confident.
I feel like we've
Now,
been
if I
up here,
remember
though.
correctly, when we were looking at the
Yeah,
draws
this
to the
is
button,
your
I
draw
think
to
she
pin.
played the out-turn draw to the button.
Well, remember
Yes, she did.
Yes. So going the other way here.
Question mark here for me is they were in the 8 for the come arounds to cross center line. Now they're out into the 12 foot. Is this path going to be fresh?
Right. It sure seemed to be in Danielle's guard.
Wait's
Oh, you guys.
Wait's really close. I think it's really there.
Line's close.
Clean.
We don't want to clean.
Have them curling now. Yeah,
Fleming.
curling now. Yep.
And Ashton Skrlik
4, 5.
all on its own.
Doesn't
They
need rough,
haven't
nice.
laid a brush to it. Sit down. Great stuff. Really, really nice.
Good, Kayla.
For 2. Knew it? Or was it just a very good guess? Qualifying Friday night from here in Thunder Bay and the Scotties, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship. And we're tied at 2. Jerry Lynn Ramsey throws the lead stones, then she'll take her spot in the house for Kayla Skrlik and Vice. So here in 3, it is Ontario and Danielle Inglis, ranked number 11 in our country. Does have last rock, has the hammer, playing the Yellowstones.
That wasn't the most positive throw, so this might run better. I'll let you know. That'll run better.
Easy line. Easy line.
Mentioned this entire team was in Calgary a year ago.
Copy. Shake.
They went 3 and 5 in round robin, did not qualify, and
Line's E line.
second year really
T-line.
meant something.
Top 4.
6 and 2
Hard, really bending
in
hard.
round robin this
Hard,
year.
Full forward. Go. Hard. Go. Okay. Next, 14-9.
You just have to believe it's going to get to where you want it. It's going to finish. It's going to curl. And the Brushers have to pick that X. Their job's length.
I like this. Full core, if you glue it, no problem.
I think the speed is here.
Kayla Skrlik said as much to me with regards to her second time. Her first was in Kamloops in 23, went 4 and 4. Joe, and it's not just about what we see here on the ice. It's those other things, right? It's managing your time and meeting people and doing little guest appearances and doing talks and speaking to fans and getting your practice in and everything else that it revolves around the game.
Oh yeah, and for your first Scotties, you want to make sure you embrace and enjoy the experience because you never know when you're going to get back. But you learn so much about managing your mental energy and making sure that there's
We told her.
stuff left in the tank here.
6-2. Yeah.
That was the first draw we saw on the left-hand side of the sheet, and it just gives you an idea of how much the curlers need to adjust and know that they're in a fresh line.
Yeah, not even close.
Wow, she gave it a pitch. Calissa Daly.
Hard right up, go.
And we'll get rid of 2, but leave her shooter out there. High center guard.
You got it.
The Kate Cameron
13-5, hey, it's pretty close.
Manitoba game we covered last night. Everybody, any of the mistakes, there weren't very many of them, but any one of them, every single one was wide. Now it's the exact opposite.
Is it too simple to just say why?
With the ice?
Yeah, well, I mean, why? I mean, why outside? Why inside? What's
No, the ice. The ice has changed.
Okay.
Totally changed.
So now as a skip, Joe, what do you have to do?
The entire team just has to adjust. You have to read every spot, believe what you see, and then make the adjustment. And here, Ashton Skrlik is doing just that. She missed her first draw by 15 feet, able to throw it again, and look at that. It's perfect.
That's really nice.
That's an amazing adjustment because they've all can see it, but can you believe it?
Well, that's almost a truism in curling, isn't it? You got to believe it, see it, and throw to it.
Yeah, and I could hear after Ashton's first, Kayla said, this is the first time we've thrown on this side, and I think I heard someone say, yeah, we talked about it. So that's one better is not having to have the miss first to learn it, is just picking up as they go along here. So now they know first down the path probably feels like back 12 for now.
Just a 2.
But a few more and it'll get
3
better.
isn't bad.
Can we have the
Do you
good
like
side?
this turn? Or do you want to play that one? Okay.
It's also when it's a little challenging,
This
there's
side's
going to be
not too
misses
far
on both
off from where I
sides.
brought a pin, I
The
think.
more the
That
teams
pass.
can make sure that they're on the right side of tolerance,
Take a breath,
the
Margo,
better
you
off
got
they'll
it.
be.
I think it's like a 15 to 2.
So if there's a
I think
side you
so.
can be on, you have to make sure you're on that side of the margin.
Pretty good setup here for Skrlik early.
Ontario does have last rock, however, as we play here in third. Margot Fleming.
More room. 2. Okay, more room. Jerry, knife. 3-4. Knife. 3-4. Carry it, Ashton. Carry it. We gotta get way over. Knife.
So they're trying to make this curl, but they also know that it's not exactly max speed. So Ashton's trying to warm up the path, and Jerry Lynn is trying to help it
Good.
curl over into that
She
path.
just slid a bit wide. 6-1. At least she committed to the throw though instead.
Oh. Still might be a hair fresh. Weird. Thinking like normal. I like that.
Yellow thin onto the left half of the second yellow will get that top red. Might not get it out of the rings, but it'll certainly open everything up.
Yeah, get rid of all this stagger situation.
Normal.
Kara Brunton.
Whoa. Cass. Curl. Hard. Whoa. Curl. Cass. Yep.
To Groot. Oh, and just across the top of it.
Oh, so close. Okay.
Saskatchewan, or Skrlik, does have Inglis and Ontario chasing.
Gonna be about 6 feet slower. We can throw it high.
And they beat them to the 4-foot this end, and that's been the key.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe a bit less.
If this is guarded successfully 3 times,
Is this
assuming
the same
nothing
height?
else
Is it
happens,
the
the
same
draw to
height?
the
No.
button on the intern side's all that's available for Danielle.
No, it's good.
That is not a gimme.
Margo, you can give a little less. Yeah.
Your whole strategy changes too, Vic. Like that last one was soft weight. Maybe you take tighter ice, pump it up, make sure you get the double. You expect the odd guard to be missed on line.
Just 1, 2.
Because you're hair heavy, hair light. There's a tremendous amount of curl difference.
Room.
You can change. You can.
2, 3.
I'd be confident if somebody was trying to guard with a single guard. In this case, it's a double. They're going to miss the odd guard.
Steer broom. 3.
Little
Little
pass.
pass. Okay. Can we get it here?
Nope.
Nope. Yep.
Sorry, I was like, no, it's not possible.
Should have kept brushing.
Yeah, I don't think they wanted. I think they're afraid to leave a hole and leave the yellow through the port.
Okay.
This will be a tighter line than the draws. And then the question as a thrower is, okay, how much extra is back 8? Because if you throw this too hard, it's not going to curl, and that's not the tolerance. You got to make sure you make some noise in the forefoot here.
A former U Sport gold medalist from Laurentian University here at Brunton.
Not a ton of weight here.
Alyssa Daly. And now to Group 2.
Okay. Good shot.
Well, maybe they got something left, something on the side there they could use.
12-7.
But it's still Alberta sitting the 2 without last rock.
Boy, well done, because if that hits any more of the yellow, it goes deep. Then you sink a third one buried, double buried.
Well, we won't end up over
But if it, like,
yeah.
anyway.
I think you have to hit it, though, don't you?
Yeah, you can't leave that for Danielle to come off of.
Peel? Yeah, you got it.
Are you just trying to lose the shooter, or do you want to roll it somewhere?
Peel.
No, roll it right in, Vic. You could roll it right to the pin here.
Peel.
The reason to throw a peel is to get a higher roll. If they throw less weight, it'll roll down below that rock and leave a pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
It's crazy tight ice, though.
Skip Stone's here in 3.
Whoa!
Packed it up.
Just roll away.
Lost the points bet final in Calgary to Rachel Holman. Oh, goodness. Now what has she left here?
Two choices, the freeze or the in-off.
What do you like, Joe?
A little high, but
I think if I'm Danielle, I like the freeze.
yeah.
Because you're Danielle.
Exactly.
Not quite back 8, though.
Just because of the drawing ability?
Yeah, she has such great feel.
There should be close.
And they've seen a few come down this line. It was Alberta throwing it, but they would have timed the hog to hog. They'd have an idea.
This is similar to what we gave for
This is a must make, though. A little light,
She's
and
tapped about
Alberta's
back
going to
4.
cap
She's
it.
covered?
A little
About back
heavy, you
4,
make a
yeah.
pocket.
not quite up to speed here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not
Kind of
quite
like my
up to
pathway out
speed.
there. Or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit better than there. You got
Better
it.
than that.
Yeah, just his hair.
Okay.
Yeah. Right out to her.
Okay.
Like you can.
You can wreck on that yellow one so fast here, too. There's great finish, hog line in here.
And there's room to get in. She can take that pinhole away.
Yes.
Like to go.
Okay, go, let it go. Yep, just go. Just go. Yep.
Just keep going.
Yep, 4.
Just go, Daly. The group. Back 8, just go. The Groot help it over. Oh, and they won't get by that stone center line. And top 8.
Pretty predictable. Danielle always is close with her weight. Matter of fact, that was a hair heavy, but she had to go in tighter than they've been.
What she gave here.
It's just not up to speed.
Boy. Just didn't quite get there, right?
What's that?
Felt like I didn't quite get out to you. Yeah. Like just by a hair. Could have like set it a little.
I was thinking that blue stone or the yellow stone on the edge of the 4 would be something they can use, but there's those 2 center guards.
Yeah, they tried to make it curl at the end to split them more and maybe have 2 ways in at it, but just didn't quite get over enough.
They'd probably have the intern tap because of that wreck.
We have noticed this week, really from day 1 a week ago, last Friday. The houses here just aren't very lively. All right, 3-0. Nova Scotia leads BC. Final stone coming up, Kathy.
And she is being forced. Corinne Brown made a double on her first one almost and rolled behind the guard, that red stone. They couldn't decide, Nova Scotia couldn't, who was shot. And so Christina came around the guard and buried it so perfectly. No way for Corinne Brown to remove it. So this is a draw, needs full 8 foot for the single.
Oh, we said or talked about Kayla Skrlik and her drawing ability, showing it there. Loves to hit, but can draw too.
She's making draws tonight, that's for sure.
And there's the draw for the single. Brown is on the board.
Exact same shot Danielle threw in her first one. The yellows moved over enough. She should knows that. It's a very difficult shot, but I think back 8-ish weight, hit it dead on. They actually
get stumble,
and somehow get shot rock here.
Wow.
Even if you get to the nose and just tap the one Alberta stone out of the way, I think they'd be okay to get out of this with the giving up a steal. One.
I need to be a hair straighter here by now.
Hair less. Back 4.
Final stone, and it's against 3. Right now,
Back 4.
Skrlik is sitting 3 all around the 4 and button.
Curl. Curl. Slow push.
To Groot.
Curl. Curl.
Staying with it. Now, Daly, keep it straight. Here we go.
Curl.
Have you got enough to move it back? Bump. Oh, and push it. No, and they will give up a steal of 1.
Super shot.
One red.
Maybe say thank you very much. We'll take it.
It was tough to the goal. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah.
It is really a beautiful waterfront. They have skating there off to the left. You see that little area down there? There's outdoor skating here in Thunder Bay. As we've reached the championship weekend of this year's Scotties. So it's time to name all-stars, and congratulations to the second team, led by Quebec's Laurie St. George with Val Sweeting, Jocelyn Peterman, Kristen Karwacki. And the first team named in honor of Robin Wilson. It was her idea to put the Get Scott paper involved in the hearts. Rachel Holman for 9th time in 11 years as an all-star. Tracy Fleury, Sarah Colton, and Samantha Fisher from Team Corinne Brown, who are on the ice. Congratulations to everyone. Holman has been a first-teamer 6 times and a second-team all-star 3 times. Welcome back on this Friday night, qualifying Friday. The 2 winners will move on to the quarterfinal tomorrow, and the losers of these 2 games are eliminated.
Do you get a time on that? Yeah.
Steal of 1 means that Ontario once again will have Last Rock playing the Yellowstones.
This rock curls up a hair, so stay with it. Okay.
She showed me, she must have shown you too something, Joe, the Skrlik on her game can draw too.
Yeah, and that's 2 in a row. She got the second, or 3 in a row now. Skips 2 in the second end, and then the steal point in the third.
Both teams have got the lanes figured out here now. Some nice come-arounds.
Ashton Skrlik goes around.
Good sweet. 5-5. It's just no ad. 5-5.
You were good. You were good.
This is the finish we weren't seeing earlier today. The weight was a little bit light. There were a lot of trying to make it curl and not a lot of bite. This has a ton of bite at the end. It's going sideways more than forwards.
Look at that, almost at the back of it. Yeah, totally different.
Yeah.
Nice though. That's all the teams will welcome this much curl. There is a red yellow combo for Alberta with firm weight.
Clean. Very well here. Right there.
Brunton and DeGroot.
Hard! Get
If you
across,
can
hard!
sneak this and tap it,
roll it off this one.
they won't.
Okay.
It does spin off, so there's no
14-8.
stagger.
Okay.
This one first, Ashton.
We would have been close.
Peel.
Hit that one.
You could hit the right one first and
Yeah.
get all three. I think you're going to try to go left first, make the double stay right there, and there's certainly nothing wrong with that either. I don't know which one I like better. They're both good.
I feel like if it was later in the end, it'd be tempting to try to get all three, but the shooter will stay in a really good spot
Yep.
this way.
Yep.
Ashton Skrlik.
Yep.
She threw the lead stones last year. They've made that lineup switch and gets them both, and yes, stays right there.
Gotta go.
It'll hang around the edge.
Great shot.
Did that
Really good
die
shot.
over to the wings?
Sorry, we just had to hit that one first, otherwise it was gonna.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that probably would have run if there was more. There was just no rotation.
Yeah.
To be honest. Yeah.
Good. Really good.
Yeah.
Yes. Hack! Close! Yep!
Let him down!
Yep! Hard line! Yep! Really hard line! Hard!
Calissa Daly.
Back 8.
Hard! Yep!
Running out of speed.
Yep!
Yeah, the
Yep,
call was
at least
hack
bounce.
out of the hand.
Bounce
This is
it. Whoa,
really
whoa,
dying.
Whoa. No bounce. Whoa.
That was top four at best.
Okay.
Again, inside the beaten path.
Trap the guard.
That's the story in this game.
I think 3.
What are we guarding?
Just like on the center.
Yeah.
A 3 or 2.
Yeah, like right here.
Like a 2. Yeah.
I think eventually she wants to play the red.
Okay.
My side center?
They could just play that now, but yeah.
Is there any way
Speeding up, hey?
Yeah,
to get
a little
out
bit.
of this funk that Ontario appears to be in,
I
Joe,
think
with
so, yeah.
regards
I
to
think you
the
might need-
draw
I think
weights
that's
and the
good.
paths, or is it just you have to figure it out yourself? There's nothing else beyond that.
Yeah, I think the best teams, they just keep grinding and trying to puzzle it out, and you'll hear probably more conversation in the hack about what the guess is, and then really trying to commit to the throw. That was a fresh line trying to tap with hack weight, but that probably needed to look like a light control out of the hand, and sometimes you have to go for it and it feels uncomfortable. But ultimately, when this happens, the team that guesses better will have the advantage, but then it's the team that learns the fastest. So usually you'll see more conversations, more talk in the hack. And then, of course, debriefing after each shot.
But this can't help, Russ. I mean, now you're going out even farther.
Yes, and I think you're right. I think Danielle loves to draw. They're good at it. So that's the.
We never run the yellow.
Right. That's the
That
inclination.
was my first thought.
Because she's so good at it.
Into
But
the
this
middle.
particular
It's
spot,
right if
it's
you make
hard
it,
to be
but
good
if
at
you
it.
Run it straight back onto there. No, I know.
Anywhere high.
It's really bad.
Yellow make the red doubles would help a bit. Because you know what Skrlik's going to do? They're going to tap that red.
Okay, that's fine. We can play that.
Yeah, I'd be tempted to open up the middle
Yeah.
here if I'm Ontario. It's only thirds first.
I think in fairness, that Ontario's thinking we're shitting one, we can, our skipper can draw the pin, but it's so hard out here.
There's also not a lot of real estate to work with in there.
This is crazy slow out here.
Yep. Fully. Yep. Hard then.
Kira Brunton.
See, line's good. Lots of room still.
But this, again, we said when we first
Line's fine.
joined you, this
Line's fine.
is the MO of this
Okay.
Ontario
Sweet,
team,
sweet.
isn't it?
Yep.
I mean, they just,
Yep,
this
yep,
is
yep,
their
go,
strength.
Go, 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 go.
Look at this.
Okay, that's good. Whoa. That's fine.
And just a little shy.
That one. I moved this one a little bit.
I think it went just a little bit that
I must have kicked it
Yeah.
that way.
This way, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Oh, Kayla.
Sorry, I
It was
assumed you
actually
picked
that.
Oh,
It was actually that way you kicked
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Sorry, my bad.
It was a pretty wide one. Okay.
Kayla, that's
I
good.
think that's close.
Okay.
sorry, just really light on that.
When a sweeper inadvertently moves a stationary rock, it's up to the non-offending team to put the rock back and kind of decide
Do we
where it
ever
goes.
nose
Yellow,
the yellow?
red?
And then the red crotches?
Here we
Or
go,
no, we
yellow,
could just-
red.
This. It's there. I don't mind that either.
Yeah. Like we could
Just
throw it
straight
like
nose
normal.
that center red.
Then
The
we
yellow,
keep all
red.
the rocks this way, yeah.
I think you throw that one, don't
Sorry,
you?
we're thinking this wider one.
This one.
Yeah, but
No.
you don't like that one.
No.
Okay.
Definitely not.
The angle just looks good. The angle
like
looks
this
so
now.
much better.
Okay.
Couldn't we pick our own out?
Normal. Firm, firm.
Do you risk opening things up here, though, Russ?
True,
I
because
mean,
they're only sitting one.
Try and get just the yellows, not touch
Then ours stays there.
Margot doesn't seem to be
Firm?
convinced.
Yeah, firm. It's just gonna.
You could do this with like a backline weight.
This way?
Keep everything around.
it's just
Which
tricky
one
in
is-
those inner paths
Yeah.
to make
Seconds
that.
here, you got it.
right
The reason
guess
the
on it.
long one or the tight one? Long one, it looks like, with an intern.
Yeah.
No, you're right. This could go terribly bad. It could open things up, but certainly allow
Firm down.
Yep, 8-5.
Danielle to sit a couple.
8.
8-5.
Yes!
Margot Fleming.
Side one, side one.
Ashton Skrlik.
Okay.
Good shot.
Not like snooker.
8-5. Just a bit down, and I should have been on it the whole way.
Got away with it.
That was her last.
Good.
Really got away with it, because I think you could throw that hard and kill both yellows if you want to, and the yellows are fairly open too for Team Alberta.
They nose through the hole.
I think nose through the hole. The nose through the hole sends it onto ours.
Well, I know we want to kill ours.
Yeah,
I like that.
that's fine.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
You want to kill ours.
That one.
They're worried
It's gonna
about
go across the line.
the red double, but you are helping your opponent here. Interesting.
Clean. Whoa.
Kira Brunton.
Clean. Yep. Whoa. Yep. 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 Whoa. Yep. Yep.
De Groot.
Yep. Yep. Whoa. 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 Okay. Sit.
Nice.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
that's good.
Good throw.
So unlocks it. Gets rid of one. Shot rock now does belong
Really
to
good, Kira.
Alberta.
Beautiful shots, and it was Kira's idea too. To now you kind of, it's obviously a setup shot because you just gave away shot rock, but now there's a short red yellow red raise to sit two, which I imagine Alberta's going to take
Oh
away.
yeah. No. It's fine. That's
Yep.
great. Way better.
It's an interesting end. Two good guards.
Starting.
Ontario's in trouble.
So I want you to have a look here. Just consistency. Every curler wants it. Yeah, you did okay. Oh, 59 against Team Canada. Oh, another 67 and 66 against Prince Edward Island. Still won the game, but just didn't find, as for example, Rachel Holman was in the 80% and up every game.
Yeah, if your worst game is 80%, you're doing
Yeah.
pretty well at a Scotties.
Tight. Tight.
Yeah, Holman's going to become a good curler someday.
Three. This has to like stop. It's going. It's going
That
really tight.
intern just hooks like you wouldn't believe.
Okay, Kayla.
Okay. Block that.
Now the Ontario strategy was a good one, Vic.
Okay, great weight.
If you hit this perfect with big weight, you're sitting three.
Because I want to keep this one.
Yeah, agreed. We just want to spill that one further. Normal?
Well, let's think about this actually, because you could sit. This one's in.
I can't get that one across.
No?
No, not with that angle.
Okay,
It's
so
too
then
flat.
just plant it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Yeah, so I guess anything on the outside is good. We don't need to hit nose and go like that then.
No, I don't like nose. I think
No.
you want to hit a hair high.
Yep, I agree. Okay, firm then.
If you're not sure she can get rid of the raised stone,
Yeah, I think what Carrie was saying, you hit the red one, maybe a quarter of it really firm, it could go out.
well, struggling right now, isn't she? Just 50% in this must win after a rather good week. Only numbers 269s there against the two Manitoba teams.
Touched on it earlier, Vic, with this extra curl, which is spectacular to make shots. The single guards are hard to make. That over curled, changing this entire end.
Yeah, Skrlik played a lot, and so did Inglis, as we said, 9 events before Christmas time. Here we go.
Nice.
And it just won't quite go, but they are sitting 2, albeit in the open now. And that was well thought out, huh? When you think about it, Joe, where they were before Kira Brunton's first.
Yeah, and they've been able to capitalize here. If that guard was made by Alberta, they were in some trouble.
I agree. Tough little double here. They're so close together. You have to hit the left one first, but you can't get much of the left one, or you're not going to get the second one out. The advantage here is Kayla can throw this hard, and if she doubles them and rolls out, she's sitting 1 buried.
Just double these out.
Okay, you got it.
They'd be very happy with that. What do you think?
Nice.
Quarter rock, maybe?
I think so.
Like in the middle of what you just did. No, Jared, just yeah.
Please.
Looking to get them both with her last. Kayla Skrlik, ranked number 3 in our country. Oh, look at that. Cracked it perfectly. No chance here.
No. Oh, there's nothing there, but you can't. You could try to go through that port with a hack waiter, but nobody's played that inside-out shot. There's got to be pebble. It's virtually fully underneath. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Good force.
Nice shot.
Yes. Yeah, 14-7.
Yeah.
So full 8 with her last.
Exactly.
You got it. Okay. Right at
To
her.
tie.
Okay, go, Lynn. Line's great.
Line's good.
Yep. Just keep your brooms on it.
Yeah.
Line's great. It's curling.
Hard pass.
Fully.
Hard. Keep going.
Yeah, hard.
Oh, goodness. Got to go.
Push.
Got to carry. Need full 8. Well judged. Well brushed. Melissa Daly, Cassandra DeGroot for the single. And we're all tied through 4. We're tied at 3 as we welcome you back on this Friday night. It's qualifying Friday at the Scotties, the Canadian Women's Curling Championship. Nice draw by Ontario. Really good brushing judgment by Melissa Daly and Cassandra DeGroot to get Danielle Inglis a single tie. And so here we go to the 5th. And it is the Alberta champions from the Garrison Curling Club in Calgary, skipped by Kayla Skrlik. They do have last rock. They have the hammer playing the Red Stones.
Too hard, she says. Okay,
You got it.
Okay, is this wider?
It is.
Heavier out here. Got it.
Rocket.
I want to say it's all there.
I remember that first was
It's all there now.
not
Really
very
wide.
good.
Go,
She
go.
flashed
Go,
one
go,
stone,
go.
then hogged her second to
Yeah.
start it off.
No.
Knife. We're there.
3-3 I got.
We're not quite there.
Hard. Keep going.
Now that's heavier than they wanted,
Go,
but they
go.
screamed rocket. In other words, it was really, really heavy at Jerry Lynn's hand. It shows you how slow it is out
That's
that
okay,
wide.
Jared.
Judge.
Close. Okay.
Think back big right now.
Lots of line. Back 12. Let it work. Whoa.
Back 12.
Close. Slow push. Slow push. Yep.
Hard,
Keep going.
Kira,
Keep
hard.
going. Keep curling
Hard.
it. You need to tap it now. Go.
Hard.
Keep going.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. That's fine.
13-5.
Getting better out there.
It's all 4. If you're to it, it's not bad. Okay.
Joe, this is where you'd be all over this one and saying, hey.
Yeah, and that's just
4-5.
13 and a half in the slow lines before was coming down to kind of top house, and now that's back house. So you're just trying to carry the one and puzzle it out there. But then again, thinking about tolerance. So Kayla said if you're back to the back one, that's fine. So you're just thinking, okay, I'm not thinking top 12, I'm thinking T-line on my own here.
And almost up to speed by now.
Ramsey and Fleming. Are you going to be able to? No, not quite. Couldn't sneak it by that combination center line.
Speed was actually there.
3-1. Nova Scotia leads, and it is the last rock belonging to Christina Black from Halifax.
Well, it was a really good freeze by Erin Pincott that stopped this end from being a lot of points. Corinne Brown hit on her final stone, so the only way for Christina to score 2 is to draw to the hearts in a new path or play a tap on her stone in the 8-foot. She's elected to play the tap.
As a team throwing an 89% game, Nova Scotia.
And a huge discrepancy in percentages between Christina at 91 and Corinne at 58.
Well, a little tap is good. That one is counting for sure for Nova Scotia. And they decided to measure those two in the 4-foot. Here we go. Thank you from BC Stone. Really close.
That's a tight one. Red, yeah, by a little bit. Yeah. 1 yellow. Yeah. It was close.
Yeah. 1 yellow. Yeah.
And what it is.
BC Kathy playing well. They really seem to struggle, in my opinion, with those red rocks. In the afternoon game, they've switched.
And you know what? That was the right thing to do for sure. All we heard was complaints about the stones. And so they completely flipped what they chose.
Good idea.
I wondered, honestly, Russ, if they would take Rachel Homan's pairs, but they did not.
Okay.
That just all came off. Yeah.
Another one you can't sneak by.
So close.
It was based on the hog-to-hog times. It looks as if the thrower goes for it and throws extra, it runs straight, and then doesn't really die, went to the back 8. And then there's been 2 that have kind of been a low 14 range, which should be the right weight, but then they just curl more sideways and get into some fresh stuff. Just a bit of a challenge right now.
You don't, the double's not there, hey? Yeah, it's there, but they have the same shot. Okay.
Smart. If you play the yellow double, which is not wrong, you're rolling out.
It won't jam
And
on
then
our back one.
a really good drawing team like Ontario's just going to sink one in theory.
And knows this, and you have full control of the front of the house.
I don't mind this. Okay.
Okay.
You throw firm at it. You can ask for normal if you want.
It's okay. I'll just throw a bit more. So I was 8-5 last time.
Yeah. Yep. You got it. Yep. I don't know. Yep.
Barely let it go before they called for the brush.
Hard on that, Kayla.
Oh dear.
Go. Oh, she was just so soft.
Again,
So
an indication. I didn't crack it properly, but you would have thought that would go out for sure.
They just got that a little narrow, hit too much of their own.
Yeah. You got it.
It's different. I think I need a hair less to get buried. Okay. Last, sorry. It'll boomerang in.
Yeah.
We can finish it.
I agree with that too. I think it's slightly dished on this particular side, closer to the crowd, so you could probably go middle 8 and out about 4 inches wider and still get to the same spot.
Yeah, but boomerang means that stone's going to come back.
Okay.
There were more.
Wall line.
T-line.
Wall line.
Oh, it's running. Back 8.
Yeah.
This is what I mean, Russ. Now she's adjusted her weight.
Yeah.
It's not going to
Okay.
curl into the
Coming
inner
up.
stuff.
Still back 8.
Here, I'll just take that. Okay, gotta be past here. Yep.
Just
Yep.
plain
Yep.
heavy.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's not leave her. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I think I kicked it back a little bit.
Yeah, I have no idea even. Like, I was just going to catch you, and I'm like, I don't know.
Did that feel like
Okay.
quite a bigger kick?
Top 4.
Did anyone get that?
Decent weight here now.
Did anyone get that?
That was 3-5.
Do you get a little frustrated, Joe?
Of
When
course.
You can't, when you just can't figure out the draw weight.
Of course.
Okay.
Sometimes the forefoot feels very small.
I think it would have been a bit wide still. Well, we have never been in the position to like come in like that with a little bit less. We curl earlier.
Margot Fleming.
A solid delivery, Joanne.
Yeah.
Wanted to go back.
Really straight slide. There's no drifting or fishtailing of the back foot.
It's all there. It's back. Knife. Knife.
Oh,
Knife.
gotta go for speed.
Knife. Knife. Knife.
Trying to knife it over. Help it over. Now Ramsey with the carry.
Hard. Keep knifing. You
got it.
You got it. Woo!
Good sweep.
Very nice.
Just to the back. The pinhole's there.
Great.
Got a little caught up in the line there, Russ. I wouldn't want to leave the freeze to get out of jail for Danielle Inglis.
Right.
I did.
Like, it's great to be almost buried,
Yeah.
but if you're
Yeah.
half open and top button, it's a different situation, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. Because then Danielle's hitting, and you know how tough that spot is to hit when you only see half a rock. Good jam on the back yellow with the half open. Yeah, absolutely. Your bet, as hard as this is, you're betting Danielle's going to make it, right?
Yeah.
Light. Yep. Just go. Just go. Just go. Head down. Head down.
Her strength is her draws.
Top 4. Top 8.
Top 12.
Top 12.
Wow.
Boy, that's not good.
Daly and DeGroot.
Just top 12.
Golly.
Yeah.
15-6. Good sweep. I'm not giving you enough.
You can even take more. Like you guys can always knife it with
In the
over curl the
slide
full
path.
rock.
Yeah. No kidding. Okay.
Margot threw that well.
Okay. You got it.
Interesting to note, she is 65% in the event on her draws, but she is 100% tonight. And then there's this in the fourth to set it up.
Struggle with hits early in the game. This is no mistake. This is tricky. Had to get the top one very thin with peel weight. Obviously didn't worry about staying because you couldn't. Left that one buried. Nice force.
That forces Ontario to 1. A lady can hit. Key shot brought to you by VKT Tires, growing together.
You could tap the intern rock because this now we're getting even wider here. But if you sink this, you're in really good shape.
Knife. 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 Close.
Nice.
Knife.
Back
Knife.
4. Back 4.
Knife.
Stay low.
Oh,
You better let this go by.
and they are. And it's going to go deep
Okay, Kayla.
and too
What was
far.
that split?
08.
15.
What have I been throwing?
25.
Okay.
The intern tap would have been a lot easier, but obviously they're worried about Danielle locking this on, but
just,
it's tougher than
nicer
it was
than I
the first
thought.
time around because there's a yellow in the way.
White path is their path too, right? Like they just do get out that wide. And we just like did some sweeping across and the knife there a bit. Mine was great.
Yeah.
Like you can. Nice and positive.
Yeah.
got another chance.
Line's good.
Top 8.
Easy.
Last rock
Line
belongs to Alberta and
Okay.
Skrlik.
Line's good. Stay down. Hanging. T. Whoa, guys, it looks heavy. Slow push. Just
Another
T.
chance here.
Gotta get some curl here.
Really heavy. Back 4. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. And she going to sail this one by. Look at that. And it finally settles. Back 8. This is tough.
Mm-hmm.
There's a nice spot that was there.
Just a bit of backing there now too.
All right, looking for a 25.
Yeah.
You can be to the back, but
I like it.
yeah.
And we're definitely getting better every rock down.
Okay.
That
Yeah, as long
20
as they don't go wider than they ever have, the spot's pretty nice.
And what's getting better? She said it's getting better every time, Joe. What's getting better?
Getting a little bit faster every time. So we've said it's a little sharper tonight. Things are slow to start, but there's been lots of rocks down this line. It is fully up to speed.
Oh,
But
yeah.
here's my point.
Back 4. Whoa.
65%
I did not. Yeah, back 4.
in the event on draws, 91
Knife.
as she throws this.
T. T.
Curling
Close.
now. Knife
T
if
line.
it's heavy.
Close.
T
You
line.
can't hurt it.
Knife if it's heavy.
We're not heavy. We're just T.
Good.
Back
Nice.
4, if anything.
Nice shot. Great.
Boy, that button's safe, isn't it? That's a draw for 2 to go to the break. Eventually somebody got there. 5-3 Alberta.
The 2025 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Cashmere Bathroom Tissue. Nothing feels like cashmere. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. And by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada.
It's must win in both these games to move on to the quarterfinals tomorrow. BC against Nova Scotia. And the other one, Kathy.
Well, Corinne Brown made a double on her first. Christina got one of them and rolled behind. That is the shot stone right now. So for Corinne to score 2, she's trying to angle run her own stone back and roll her shooter on for the second point.
Corinne Brown, ranked number 9 in the country from Kamloops. Oh, that's nice.
Good pair by Corinne.
4-3 going to the break. It'll be Nova Scotia and Christina Black that will have the last rock. We are in Thunder Bay for the Scotties. For the first time ever, a Northern Ontario curler has been named to Team Canada and the World Wheelchair Championships to begin March 1st in Stevenston, Scotland. Douglas Dean began curling in 2011 and has progressed very quickly, making the national team in 2023. And throughout his career, he's won 9 Northern Ontario provincial titles and 3 national silver medals. All the best to Douglas Dean as he's off to the World Wheelchair Championship March 1st in Stevenston, Scotland. As we check the numbers after 5.
Yeah, with Alberta in the edge on the scoreboard, those deuces do stand out. And it's Kayla Skrlik's drawaway today that has been so strong. She got a skips 2 in the second, and in the 5th, it was elusive, finding that forfeit for both teams, and she managed to do it for that extra point.
Isn't that odd, eh? How it's completely turned around. Inglis is the drawer and can't find the paint. The numbers after 5 are brought to you by PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada. So here we go to the second half on this Friday night in Thunder Bay. And it's 5-3 Alberta and Kayla Skrlik. Ontario and the champions from Ottawa, skipped by Danielle Inglis, have the last rock. They have the hammer, playing the Yellowstone.
Back 4. Whoa. Wait, girl. Knife, knife, knife. Knife. Knife.
Just gave that an outward motion at the very last second. They're trying to get it off the corner here.
Close to it. Yep. To it. Oh, sorry. Yep. 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 To it. Yep. To it. Yep. Right to it. Clean. sorry. I looked up. Yeah, I like nosing.
Like nose?
Might be a little too good. But if it's a nose hit here, then the yellow's difficult to remove.
This will curl. You got it.
Yeah, if you're Ontario, that's a really high corner guard. You'd love to throw another one, but Alberta would probably guard their 2 frozen rocks in the top 4. So I think it's a good idea to address this now. A perfect nose hit would be very difficult to remove.
Hard, you're holding it. Hard. Hard. Keep going. Go. Okay, good weight call.
Pretty good.
Very nice, and leaves it corner frozen.
11-3.
Yeah, when they're frozen like that, for Ontario to get rid of both Ontario rocks, you would roll out, off comes the corner guard, and there goes your end. So you had to try to hit that dead on.
Turn. Yeah, out turn. What? Out.
Jer, hard.
You just pick
Hard,
it.
Jer, hard.
Oh.
We're all going. Okay. Kind of like the other turn, I thought.
Just wide, straight, set.
Just big set, yeah. 7-5.
I have no idea where my gripper is.
I love the new lingo. It's like in my day you were wide.
Did Jerry Lynn put mine on
Now
there?
it's a straight set. It's much
Can we
more
have a-
politically correct, I think.
I don't
Did you
think
pop my gripper on by
they
chance?
younger folks say lingo anymore.
Oh, geez, I'm really dating myself.
The new
Sorry.
lingo.
Oh, I don't
Did I slide all
have
the
it.
way down?
Yeah, she's.
You just called a technical timeout here. I
Oh,
saw
I can
Danielle
look
do
for
the
it.
X.
Perfect.
I think someone's missing a gripper.
That's new.
I don't know
Oh,
if
they-
I did or it was just somewhere hidden behind them.
Sometimes you have the
Anyway,
same shoes as one of your competitors.
Aren't you
Can
supposed
happen.
to sew your name into it? Like camp or something like that?
We used to use nail polish.
Oh, okay. Well,
Probably wasn't my most positive throw, but
It's okay.
still a bit sticky.
stop it.
I won't say it.
4-5. Clean.
Still running pretty good.
4-5.
Whoa. Line's good. Line's good.
As you say, Joanne, it's a guard, but not the best one.
Okay, whoa. Just easy. Okay, now a little faster. Yep. Hard. Yep. Keep going. Go.
Hard.
Yep. Keep going. Okay, good. That's good. 14.
I put it on top of the.
No. Freeze tap.
Just switching it up.
Okay.
You have to tap.
I think this is like a 4-5.
I had a 4-4, yeah.
It'd be tempting to tap it out, no?
I think so, just with how the ice is running
Yeah.
tonight. You could maybe play a hack at this.
Sure,
This
there's
isn't wrong either, though.
longest guard in the world. And no, but I think your opponent's pretty happy that you're playing a freeze when Ontario's 2 down.
Back 8. Whoa.
I think we might have to go for weight.
T.
Okay, yep. Yeah, line, we're over curling if it's just hard, right to it. We want to tap it.
Pull them up.
Yep. She's just always soft with it. It's always soft. 4-6.
She called me. Whoa.
All right. She's always soft with it, Joe.
So, Vic, a lot of the week, it was a little bit on the straight side. So the curlers, you soften the release a bit. Anything back is a disaster. You could throw it a little softer, use the sweepers. Tonight, as we've mentioned, there's some more curl, and it's just the adaptability hasn't quite kicked in.
So you have to be a little more positive with the release.
That or you know what? A lot of over curled on Ashton. If I'm Kayla, I might be tempted to just give her a bit more ice.
Well, the clue is Kayla said she's always.
Yeah.
So why not take more ice? It's free.
I mean,
Yeah, that's great.
in a perfect world, you want everyone throwing similar, then you can get a read off of everyone's
Sure.
throws. And then if Kayla happens to have this freeze, she knows where to put the broom.
You got it.
So nice come around for Calissa Daly to put it on the corner, and so now up goes Kayla Skrlik to rip the guard.
Yeah!
Because they didn't play the tap, they're in a bit of trouble here now.
Margot Fleming.
Whoa. Other way.
Run it.
Run it.
Yeah, we're running it.
Well, we are now.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, boy.
Right off the face.
Good shot.
Shot rock is Ontario. Put another one back, you'll sit 2.
Extremely fortunate because they were sitting 2, and that could have gone by, stayed guarded. Just a hair off line, and you're sitting 2 buried. Wow. That's a break.
Kira Brunton.
See? Line's good. Top 4. Top 4. Running a little more. Okay, line's good. Top 8. Yep, hard then. Hard. Hard. Top 8. Hard. Yep. Hard. Top 12. Keep it moving hard. We're not there. Whoa.
And not there.
Okay. 15-4.
How do we get after shot?
Freeze.
Top 8's fine too, eh?
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad path here with a good release, Margot.
Top 8's
It's
good.
really nice now.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
You got it. I think we gotta go. Gotta go.
Yeah.
It's running. Take a peek.
All you guys, line's a bit wide.
You can go.
Room. Cheers.
It's the lightest one we've had. It looks heavy.
4-7.
Really close.
Knife. We killed this.
Just roll to the corner of the
Knife.
yellow.
Yeah, we're trying.
So am I. Okay.
Okay. Good shot.
Sorry, Ashton.
Yeah, just jumped that one out of the hand and straightened out the line.
Across the face to avoid the jam on ours. Back 12.
Can you get it in such a way, Russ, as to touch both reds and not the yellow?
I doubt he can get to that buried red. I think what they're going to try to do is hit it absolutely dead on and miss that back yellow by a fraction. It's almost not there, but
Yep.
if you feathered tick the top one, you'd be okay. Oh, that's going early.
The Groot and Daly.
Really hard.
Oh, there's one. They got one here. Now can they sneak this against the other one? Oh, it's all over that stone now. Where will this spin? They've pushed that rock in. So Ontario has 3 yellows
13-6.
in the house.
You like that weight? Or is it down?
I thought it was back 8, but it came off the whole way.
Just
The
no.
other side, yeah.
I think dead on's better than rolling left.
Right. Control.
Okay.
Just nose.
No, honestly,
Yeah.
the hair flop that way's not bad, is it?
No, I like nose.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to group them
Control,
if you're
you got it.
Alberta.
Yeah.
And a roll to the other side might leave a cross the house double. If they rolled the side 4-foot, then Danielle will probably play a double off of the rolled rock into the
nose.
pile.
Control.
Okay.
Yeah. If we flop, it's not the worst. Your way,
control?
Margot. Yeah.
Okay.
But wait. Control.
Got it.
Skip stones.
10.
Kayla Skrlik.
10. Just 10. Curl. Curl. Watch the roll.
No roll.
There is a roll, though. And that's gears away.
Unforced error there.
Just super
For sure.
straight.
You try this again now, Joe?
I think so. I'm not convinced you can move that red without
So that we rub off.
touching the yellow.
True. It's crazy hard. Yeah.
Back here. Back 4 even. Like, you don't want to move it that far.
Yeah, agreed.
If you somehow got as tight as you could to that top red, you might be able to. But I'm with you. It's
We do.
Shoot.
straight freeze might be the best way to get your 2.
That's a good point. I don't know that you actually have to move them.
No. Yeah.
Just back 4. Just
Yeah,
a little
okay.
tap.
Yeah.
So if you,
So how's the spot doing?
It's like 14-6
listen to
to
what she
tee.
says.
You just have to be positive on your throw, and your weight will stay.
Yeah.
Only problem with this tap is that it's getting, we're wearing down that spot. If this gets a little hot out of the hand, it high sides it, and there goes everything. You're drawing against 3 or 4 with your last one.
Danielle Inglis.
Yep. Easy. Yep. Whoa. Yes.
Yep. Pass.
Hard.
Back
Easy.
in.
Hard.
The Groot left.
Hard.
Daly right.
Hard.
One more try.
Hard.
Keep going.
Hard. 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 Hard.
And you get in there and just bump it. Oh dear. And they'll just crawl over and up the back, and they are shot rock.
Perfect.
Great line call. That's all I have. Who's here?
Somehow perfect. They were trying to tap it, a little light.
Overcurled by a lot.
Yeah.
It's kind of almost like straighter than I thought when we were throwing the first couple rocks down there, but it's coming even more.
When it crosses center, it goes really, really hard.
Gil, there's a big hair that went right under your rock.
Based on the conversation in the hack with Danielle, I have to think there's some releases happening. It's you have to give a good positive throw here. So I think some of the ones that curl a little more than expected might just be a little bit soft or careful on release. This is a really precise draw here for Kayla. Try to get on the edge of this Ontario stone and sit shot.
Yeah, a little heavy here, could be a 3.
And a little light's a draw for 2.
Where? Top line, T. Yep. T.
Gotta go.
Yep, line.
Yep.
Hey, line only.
Gotta go.
Yep. Yep. Whoa.
Skrlik on her last.
Whoa. I'll wait.
Yep.
All you guys, get it there.
It's all you guys know.
4-3. Nova Scotia leading, and they do have last rock, and that's Christina Black from Halifax.
And Corinne Brown is in big trouble. She tried to play a run on one of her own. She scattered them, got rid of one, but it is open, and for Christina, if she's able to get to the nose, it is for 3.
Whoa. Right off. Whoa. Curl. Curl.
Losing earlier today, 10-5 to Rachel Holman.
Okay. 2.
Wow.
Just 2?
2 instead of a possible 3 to extend their lead.
Sorry, guys.
Agreed. I think fur might be a little bit more manageable.
It's a strange situation here. You hit it dead on and not move your yellow. Your shooter's probably not closer than the back red. You high side it. You're moving your yellow in the wrong direction.
You know how to throw it. Like you can.
Looks like it's a shot for 1 to me.
I think you're right. Can you?
Why would you just do a straight draw? Or
A
you're gonna
pretty small piece of real estate.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. It's thrower's preference, really. It's.
And her draw weight has been off. So
There's
maybe.
a little bit of a flat spot too.
A little bit of a dead spot, eh?
Okay,
So you're not
you got
really
it.
worried then about rattling things around if you're just playing for 1, Joe?
They took a good look at it. I don't see how you can get 2 here. We'll find out.
Final stone, trailing by a couple. Danielle Inglis and her last.
Whoa. Curl.
Alyssa Daly.
Curl.
Here we go. And that better sit down in a
next
hurry,
try.
and it will go. Wow. Steal 1. Interesting call. 6-3, Alberta. Well, there comes a time in everyone's career, and the time for Carrie Galuchia, that time came last night in an 18th appearance at the Scotties in a final game against Ontario, with the other players stopping their games to applaud. Carrie Galuchia finishes her Scotties career the way she really had hoped to do that. That was to play with her daughter, Sydney. So congratulations to Carrie. We thank you for all the curling memories. And there she is, along with Shona Barber. Special lady, special curling family. I've seen both brothers, of course, over the course of time. We'll see Kevin as well coming up at the Montana's Briar. And you look at her record against some of the very, very best over those 18 years. Yeah, great ambassador for the game, and reflected by the fact that she's a 2-time sportsmanship winner, Marge Mitchell Award. So again, we thank you and congratulations, and be well. Welcome back on this Friday night, qualifying Friday. That was an interesting choice, to say the very least. Ontario and Danielle Inglis. She gives up a steal, now trails 6-3, but once again Last Rock has the hammer, playing the Yellowstones here in 7.
Control!
That's an interesting choice too. You're winning by 3 to
We've seen the spot. Yeah.
lob up a guard there. It's just going to help one team, and it's not yours.
Yeah, especially just playing the conditions tonight. Talked about it a little bit earlier in the game. Like, guard placement is really tough when it's patchy.
Whoa, whoa. Yep, 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 hard. Yep. Hard, 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 roll it off. Roll it. Yep, 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 yep. Okay, that's good. 10-7.
Got some guards to work with.
Here's a double. It's framed perfectly by the guards, but you have to hit the top red pretty thin.
Fine. Okay, turn.
You'd probably hit the back one first on the right-hand side with peel weight. Get both of them. So get the top one as thin as you can.
Ashton Skrlik.
Yeah. Back it up, back it up. Hard, you're really backing it up. Hard, you got it.
Ramsey.
Go.
And she was able to hold it for it. They didn't get both out. So Ontario sitting at the second shot on the edge.
Okay, yeah, we got it. Okay, normal. It's rolled a bit this way. Okay. Just normal though.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Sit here more.
Clean? Yep. Big. Yep. Yep. Whoa. 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 Kira? Little roll. Go. Okay. 8-7.
Kathy, you're watching that other game, but you know the two teams that played earlier today are leading in both games. Any thought on that?
You know, it is really interesting because in the case of Skrlik, she's got the same rocks. That's got to give you some confidence. But that's not the case with Nova Scotia. And you think sometimes it's fatigue, but maybe it's just anger that you didn't win earlier, and you're just loose and playing well. The conditions are completely different than they were this afternoon. But there's no question Nova Scotia is outplaying BC at every position.
Look at this.
Oh, got it.
Beautiful.
Good feature.
Well, Margot Fleming mentioned that she's
Good job, Margot.
not feeling well.
Okay. Good feature.
Oh, almost hit the guard.
Like the one I finally said. 8-5. What? 8-5. 8-5. That's what I got on my watch.
Even closer that time.
Stop eat. Okay, play the weight. A little bit. Line's great.
Hold it. It's okay, right? Yeah, go.
Line's great. Still running a bit. Whoa.
T.
Okay.
Back 8.
Whoa. It's got to sit.
Back 8.
13-2. Sit. Okay.
Good judge.
And does finally. It is the shot rock for the moment. Kira Brunton.
Control.
There's the window again.
What was that last weight? Control. Okay.
Good release here. Okay. What's it do here?
It curls.
Okay.
You got it. Okay, come on, Margot. Set this. Control up. 9-5. Clean. Clean. Control. Clean. Ash. Ash.
Little sister Ashton. Oh, got it through.
Good shot.
And they can't hold that shooter. They were a little just off that center line stone.
What's that kill? I got 9-5.
Yeah, pretty firm. They call it control.
Yeah, usually that's something in the 10 and a half
yeah.
range. Not seeing the hits jumping and curling anymore as the game has progressed. A little more predictable.
Quite a bit less. You gotta go.
In this game now or overall? Just in this game?
In this game in particular, yeah. Early game there was a lot of over curls on the hits, and now it seems to be a bit more gradual.
Take a look. It's still tracking. Take a look. Okay, well. Yep, go. Okay.
Just want this to be at front of the tee. Try to get it buried here.
Do you want to be shot? Yep.
Speed's perfect. Just got to get it finished here.
Okay.
Great shot.
I almost made it.
I know, there was no room. We were so wide.
Free throw.
Nice. Gosh.
Tough shot here. Hey. What are you doing?
Just peeling.
Okay.
Too dangerous to try to chase this. High guard, but
You got it, Kels.
you have to throw it pretty hard. House not being quite as lively as usual. I think this is a smart call up 3.
What did you say some point in time this week for us? Sometimes the scoreboard dictates your strategy.
That's it for sure. Always, every time. And the other thing that happened there, we talked about the Holman team doing that in their last round robin game. They went around the corner guard, wide side. So then if they do chase it, to your point, Joanne, you've got to kick it a lot farther. If you tick that yellow one now with the out turn, it doesn't have very far to go. If you go around with the in turn, you've got to get right to where the Ontario team's standing. That's a lot farther. So.
What are you thinking?
Like, I would love to
It's
play
hard
this.
to get here with that guard, though.
It really is. I know what you mean. Like, I would love to go out there.
I don't mind the draw to the center.
I
We just have
think
to
we
be really
know this.
precise. Yeah.
Like, right here, perfect.
Yeah.
Like, leave a little bit open there.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Forgiven.
I'd love to go to the wing, so to the right-hand side of the rings here, but that guard, it's high. It wasn't supposed to be that high. If it was tighter to the rings, it wouldn't be in the way, but it is. You never want to flirt with ticking on that and having your simple 2 go out the window here.
Yes. And they know this path speed-wise now. They played it a lot in N5.
Like, shot 1-2 here.
Yeah. I think it might not be quite as good as the last time you threw this pass.
Yeah, okay.
Just want to be kind of top 8. Try not to leave a double on the side yellow, but anything light, you know Kayla's going to try to make the hit and roll.
Danielle Inglis and her first. Down by 3.
Top 8.
Sitting one at the moment in the open, top 8. Looking to bury now behind this long center.
Fight the 8, Phil. Yep, go. Out. Yep. Hard. Go. Hard.
There we go.
Hard.
Front.
Hard. Go, go,
We'll
go.
step
go,
in
go.
for
Hard.
Daly.
Hard.
And life and death just to get it to the top 12. And that's third shot.
Yeah.
Just no touch tonight. For somebody you expect to have draw weight in her pocket.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem to carry as far.
Yes, I think you're right. I don't think the brushing is quite as effective.
I kind of feel it's one of those nights where the numbers on the clock don't really give you a sense of where it will go.
Good point, Kath.
Okay, Joe, do you ever throw them away, the watches, or do you still need them?
It's not.
They're helpful to watch for trends, but you definitely can talk about that, you know, in between the shots. So, it's timing a 15, but it feels like more. There's other times it'll time a 15, for example, and feel lightning. That's why some teams will use that backline to hogline time to reference, because it's more of a body speed.
Really good throw.
To sit 2.
Good, Ashton.
Those hits should give you a single.
That's why I was like, we have to throw Peel because
I think you have to take the double on. Or just nose it, Russ. What do you think?
Gee, I don't know. Soft weight double might be the way to play it. It's just not quite conducive to the soft weight double either. But
Yeah, well, because the houses aren't very lively,
Yeah,
right?
but Joe's point is 1 enough. You're 2 down without playing 8. So if you get that steal in 8, you're still in good shape. But if you don't,
well, if you don't make this, game's over.
Right,
For all
right.
intents and purposes.
They might be trying to kind of the either or, just like a board wait to save the shooter. If it runs into that other one, fine.
I'd be afraid that you'd even hit the stone enough to move it out.
You're right. That's probably the error here. If you hit this too thin.
Low. Clean. Low. Off. Clean. Clean.
Just playing for the single.
10-5.
And that's what they'll get. So Ontario scores for the first time since the 4th. They get a much-needed single, but Alberta still leads it by 2. Earlier today, we saw the defending champions, Rachel Holman and Team Canada, pick up a 10-5 win over Nova Scotia. So they're on to the 1-2 page playoff. And 4-time champion Carrie Anderson out of Gimli was a 7-4 winner over Alberta and Skrlik. So those two will play tomorrow night in the 1-2 page playoff. And the winner there will get the bye right to Sunday's final. This is the qualifier for the quarterfinal game tomorrow afternoon. The 2 winners will move on. The 2 losers will be eliminated from this year's Scotties. So Ontario gets a much-needed single. They're down by 2. And the Alberta champions from Calgary, the Garrison Curling Club, skipped by Kayla Skrlik, have Last Rock playing the Redstone.
Do you like this? Or is it too risky? We can also play this. Maybe this for Nalger.
I think it's whatever she likes.
Okay. Top 4, top 8.
Pretty even.
Similar speeds, I think.
Very surprised at this. The yellow one made it into the rings. It's not in the free guard zone. They can hit it. It's wide open. I know they could jam it. It's possible, but 2-point lead and hammer. Be tempting to hit something.
Yeah, and even could try to roll onto the ring.
Yeah, it's wide open.
Jerry Lynn Ramsey throwing the lead stones. And Jerry Lynn got to talk with her former skipper when they. It's hard to believe to where time goes. 15 years ago, Jerry Lynn was part of Kathy O'Rourke's team.
Yeah.
That won the silver medal.
Okay, you know it. You've been throwing it.
Kathy was here coaching the team of Jane DiCarlo of PEI.
Yeah, there's a flat spot. Like, it feels really
They
long.
lost to Jen Jones in that Scotties final. Jerry Lynn was part of that team.
Comment on that last Alberta stone is to hit a flat spot. It's again, Kathy was saying how warm the air is out there. Huge crowd. And it really be careful here. I love the rotation all these teams play now. It helps in that situation a little bit. There goes another one.
Hard! Hard past this guard! Hard! Hard to get second.
Oh,
Good speed.
It's well managed. It's,
14-9.
you give it a deliberate release. You tell the rock what to do. You give it some extra rotation, and then the sweepers come down, and they keep their brooms on it the whole way. That's how you manage it when there's a flat spot here and there.
Nearly 7 feet of curl on that one.
Ashton Skrlik.
Across the top.
Nice shot. Great shot.
That's valuable. It's hard to do.
We have to guard our own, no?
Yeah, I think so.
You don't like guarding ours? Pardon? Batter?
No, guarding ours.
Guarding ours.
Seeing the intern.
Yeah, me too.
Speed should be good, eh? Like for a guard.
Melissa Daly.
Okay. Got lots
A couple of
line.
Ontario junior
It'll be
championships to her credit.
Top 12. Top 8.
Don't want this in the rings.
Okay.
Frozen.
Yep, back. Yep, fields off.
And
Yep,
it will
yep.
be. And
Okay.
it is not.
Okay.
Okay.
14-4. That's not bad. No. Some jams. Okay.
I wouldn't put it in that category, would you? Not bad.
Normal.
Okay. You could probably
I
roll
would say it's
this.
not ideal.
Okay.
6-3, Nova Scotia leads. Final stone belongs to BC and Corinne Brown.
Well, you see the yellow stone right on the lid. That was Christina's final stone. She drew through the port right onto the hearts. No way to stick around with the shooter, but Corinne trying to play the slash double, get rid of those two yellow. She is lying second and third.
From Kamloops.
Why is that curl?
And will not. Been a struggle for Miss Brown, just 64%.
Even that firm weight hit curled much more than expected. Might be getting a little soft here.
Good throw. That look like a lot?
See what this does.
That look like a lot of ice?
No, I like this.
For back four.
T-line. Clean. Close. Yep. Yep. Yep, line. Just
Inglis
gas. Easy.
calling for the brush.
Clean. Yep.
Building's a little loud. It's
Whoa.
talked several times this week about just how
14-7.
sound seems to echo and reverberate. Very low ceiling.
I was waiting for that rock.
Probably.
Yeah. Guess so.
Let's try this, Margot.
Okay.
If you hit it thin and punch it, there's no problem. Normal?
Yeah. Normal?
Yeah.
No, we roll
Normal.
pretty far there. Okay.
You got it. Good release here.
This is a bit straight, right?
Oh, my. Shade.
Trying to roll under here.
Nice.
Margot Fleming, wow, right out of her hand. Ashton Skrlik's got her. Look at this lead.
Punch it. Clean.
Now, just clean. One
Good sweep,
and
Ashton.
underneath and
Great
goes
job.
by.
Really good.
Good sweep.
That's perfect. Yeah.
I don't even know if she had let go by the time they
That
started.
was a bit sneaky.
Yeah, it's you're right.
I like.
Got it out.
Looked over from
We swept it the whole way.
the other end, but she said she caught it back a little bit to help it.
You got it.
No pictures on the scorecard. Tap freeze.
So yeah, tap this to frozen, right on the nose.
Careless. Okay, line's good.
Yep.
Easy.
Yep.
Easy.
Yep.
Clean. Yep.
Whoa.
Clean. Yep.
Whoa.
Yep. Whoa. Curl up.
Look at this.
Beauty.
Really nice.
And has the pinhole.
13-7.
And Ontario is shot rock.
Really nice, Kara. It's not we just play this field.
It's just a hair higher.
Get this fairly thick because you actually want to run into that one because kill that would help, and that gets the yellow across the top.
Good peel here.
If you get the shot rock very thin, it'll redirect on that back red. Just off center with a missile.
Whoa. Ash.
Margot Fleming will give it a go.
What's the red?
Oh, here. Gets it off the face. The Ontario stone is caught and
Nice
sits
shot.
second shot, back edge of the four.
Watch
That fell.
Ashton on
I
the
know,
left
it
here.
always
She's got the
does,
presence of
and I
mind, the
just-
far left. Oh, we lost it.
Every
It
single time.
was out of the ring. She brushed it,
time.
and it actually
Side one, very nicely.
This rock on the left actually curls back in like you see them do a lot, and I think it's in the paint. Sure looks like it. Yes.
Yeah,
I think we gotta hit it.
It's a nervous time now. Remember, it's Saskatchewan. Oh, Saskatchewan. I keep seeing the SK. It's Alberta Skrlik that has the last rock.
Yeah.
We have to hit.
Yeah. I feel like this is the best opportunity to, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Straight freeze, I think, would be your best result. Can't tap it a long way. You're going to leave a double.
You freeze right on the corner of it, on the yellow side of it.
Yeah, I think that would be a little better, or dead on.
Really held the line.
Overcurl would be ugly.
Tapping
Yeah,
it like
you're right.
half a rock is perfect too.
You got it.
As long as you
What's
have
this
the,
gonna be? Yeah, that's
the
definitely
weight.
in.
Yeah.
So, what's this path doing?
It's like a 14-2 to see.
Knowing the
Okay, so
thought process for Alberta, that could come into play, that little nibbler.
You
So they're
got
going
it.
to bang at everything here.
Top four.
line's good.
Hard then.
It's hanging a bit, but
T
line's
line.
good.
Top four T.
Line's great. Yep.
Yep, go. T hard.
Yep.
Coming up.
Yep.
Daly.
Hard line.
And DeGroot.
Hard line.
Top eight.
Hard.
Top eight.
Well,
Top
curl. Get second. Fully. Fully.
Danielle's
Go, go, go.
so good with draw weight. You start to think it's that stone, because the first rock she's thrown has come up light a lot. Now, she's also great at matching rocks, so I find it hard to believe. It's just soft in there.
Yeah, there's a few of them, the sweepers that hit right out of her hand,
Yes.
but that one they seem to like.
Yeah, and it
Control?
overcurled by a foot.
I'm looking at the gauge behind me. It's an older gauge. It's been here since the building came in. So it's in Fahrenheit. It's now 66 degrees. So that's about 19 degrees up here.
That's a, sorry, Kath, it was 64 something, draw one, remember? And they
Yeah.
had problems.
64. So, but still around 18 degrees.
Yeah.
And it's been way below 60.
Uh-huh.
So
The thermometer?
It's not a thermometer. There. So there's the ice temps. And that's what they have to deal with. Look at how high it is on the
Oh, wow.
outside. And that's where the heat's coming off the crowd.
There you go. Anything over 24 with the surface of the pebble, you're in a bit of trouble.
Kayla Skrlik.
Really hard.
And it's a good sized crowd. Building
Plan B.
3,000 and so. And there you go. How do you like that? To push it back. Sitting two with last rock.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Oh my God.
That's a plan B that works great.
Oh, goodness. And not only made contact the second one, but to get it across the face of the back red.
Play. Oh, how did I go out? My sideways old school broom way.
That was nice. I really wanted to.
So I'm assuming the only shot right now is to glue it to the face.
Yeah. The strongest glue you can find.
So, so look at this now. I mean, we talked about the lack of drawing ability for Skrlik. 68, but that Inglis, that's a disastrous number for her, 55. For someone that really is a draw master. Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
It's your rock.
And this is just
Keep going.
says a lot about the evening, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Just one of those nights.
Yeah.
Never thought that was.
No, it was a better throw.
Yeah, just really different.
Got it.
Oh my gosh. Jeez. Well, it's nice release and more weight.
Yeah. It's
Ta-da.
Yeah.
So sitting two,
Great. 5.
would you ever, you've got that outside biter, would you ever make a play at those two yellows, try to get them and
Hey, Kels.
hold the shooter for 4? Or
Decent
not,
path
are you
here.
being too greedy?
I think with the 2-point lead, a 3 pretty much seals the deal here for
Okay.
Team Alberta.
All right.
The only other way to look at it too, Vic, is if you go for that's the only way you don't win the game, because you could take out your own.
That's okay. We have backing. We have backing.
Okay,
We have it.
Final stone, looking for 3.
Clean.
Same line as the last one.
curl.
Wow, they're going to need that backing. Wow. For 3. Alberta looking very comfortable. Picks up 3. We go up 9-4. The winner moves on. The loser, unfortunately, goes home. Qualifying Friday night continues here in Thunder Bay at the Scotties. And a huge 3 for Alberta and Skrlik. Just their 3rd 3 of the event. And they extend the lead now to 9-4 over Ontario. And Danielle Inglis, who does have last rock, has the hammer. Playing the Yellowstones here in 9.
There it is.
Line's good.
We're a little heavy.
It's trying. It's trying. If you ever could, Kira.
Yeah, you can go, actually.
Yep, keep going over. Keep going.
Okay,
Yep. Yep, gotta go over. Yep. Keep going.
Don't want to be in.
Okay. 15. Nice.
Just losing handle. That one was coming in.
Okay.
7-3 Nova Scotia, and Christina Black leading Corinne Brown from Kamloops.
Corinne Brown made a double on her first, leaving 2. And in trying to remove both of them, Christina hit 1 and rolled out. And so Shotstone is BC's Corinne Brown, looking for a bite of the 8-foot for 2.
The 2 winners will meet in the quarterfinal tomorrow at 1 p.m.
Crossing center.
Yeah, I think so. 15-2.
And that's good for a pair.
Shot. T-line. Right, good end.
Line. Yep. Line.
Gotta go, wait.
Yep, hard then. Hard. Yep.
Nice stacked corner guards here for Team Ontario. They want to make this come around, but they also want to be like top 4-ish, make room for a couple around this guard.
Oh, well done.
Want as much space as possible to wrap another one.
And they'll get into the top edge of the 8.
Can see a lot of the middle one. I can see 3/4 of the back one.
Okay. It's okay, then we can always run on Margot's if we have to.
Yep. Whoa. We're hitting the back one.
Weren't they going after the top one?
Yeah, they were. They were. Power suggestion maybe, because the front end was yelling, we can hit the back one. And
I was sliding wide. I'm like, I'll just peel the back one.
That's good. That's smart though. You're sliding wide, and the tendency is to try to fix it on release. So you soft the release, or you point it in a little bit. And if you do too much there, then you nose that high guard and game on.
2.5. Clean.
It's running.
Well, sweep
no
for
line.
3.
No line.
What? It's hanging a bit. 3.
Curl.
Okay.
Curl.
Tess. Yep. Curl. Tess. Gotta bring it over. Yep. Hard. Bring it over. Yep. Keep going. Hard. Okay. Okay, that's good. Nice.
Great.
16. That's great.
Tempting, but probably just the peel.
Peel. You got it. You got it. It's a straight spot here.
to score the way it is, I would think Ontario has to generate a 3. And 2 down coming home, you get to throw a couple of guards. So a lot of times you will sit 3, maybe wide open in the 10th end. Hope for a rollout.
Jalen Ramsey got nothing there, and we'll get that one, and then just drives it by. And rolling that shooter over as far as they can.
Yeah, that's what
And just comes back
You're so close
to catch the top.
Thought she had Ash. Good, 7-5. Sorry, Margot.
Do you like this?
I don't mind them being spread out.
Okay. This will be fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're going to try to go around that red rock on the right hand side of the screen here. So this will be a guess on speed.
Gotta go.
I didn't think so.
Let's take a little bit.
Line's good. See,
Easy.
it is hanging.
Okay, well. Clean it, you gotta go.
It's hanging.
Curl
This is
it.
rock.
Curl it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh,
Easy.
no.
Calissa?
We're heavy.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to knife it if you can.
Can't.
No.
Whoa. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's
Good throw.
13-5.
It really is too bad when you're guessing like that.
Yeah.
Really, I mean,
Throw peel at this turn.
Okay.
they just haven't been comfortable the whole game.
Yeah, and that one
That
was
ran really nice.
tough.
Yeah.
Danielle had the broom on the right-hand side of center, so you assume that it should curl the whole way. Sometimes those inside outs, if you're just on the center line or a little high, it kind of runs down the sheet and then makes a move late.
We've been talking about the other turn in there that really goes, so it was kind of up the hill, wasn't it? A little bit.
Down. Yep. Yep. And 5. Yep. Right to it. Right to it.
They'll be able to hold it here because it's
Hard.
definitely the straighter spot.
Hard.
Margot Fleming.
Any flop. It's good.
Oh, yes, and Skrlik is
It was
brushed
just
kilometers
so
here.
straight there that I had to tight
Strong
ice it
brusher.
for Ashton.
What was that time?
10-3, it was great. The whole thing, I just had to go and tight iced it.
It's a hit and roll.
I think so.
Only way to get buried, I guess, is what they're thinking.
Yeah, and if you're Ontario, your best bet to get a miss is to try to force Alberta to a more finesse weight type shot. Maybe a board weight or a light control. Might get a wreck on a guard.
Close, Calissa.
This will not curl much.
Hard. Oh, straight. Going behind the back one. Yep. Roll.
Okay. Kind of in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt that. Even normal. Good throw.
Right here. It
Yeah,
should
curl,
curl. Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Ideally, we flop, but we don't have to play it that close. Just nose
Nose.
is fine.
Okay, I like it. You got
Yeah.
it.
Well, okay. Yeah, it is. It's tough to look at, isn't it, with that kind of weight?
If we flop a little, it's great. Anything
Okay.
closer to center.
Okay. It's just a little coming down shade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Got it.
Isn't that interesting? So both these teams are appearing in their second Scotties.
Clean.
And it's the first time that two teams, second year, are meeting since 2005. And it was Jennifer Jones and Kelly Scott.
Hard.
Yep.
Oh. That's pretty good.
Okay,
Why are
10,
we not
6.
going
Or
hard
8, 6,
on
I mean,
that?
sorry. Okay.
Pretty good.
It's a long week, isn't it?
Sure is.
Okay. So that's where I kind of had you. So I think bring it in like that. You like that? Yep.
They really wanted to sit two for obvious reasons.
Depends on if
Now
it
it's
curls.
behind the tee
Yeah.
line.
Because Kira's ran, like,
All right, we'll hit this
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
This will be my
Still, Ontario's still taking plenty of ice, I believe.
I feel it. Let's make it.
Love
You
it
got
too.
Yeah.
Right to it, hey?
Yeah. Great
You got it. Should move nice.
Just keep looking up here. Like you
Yep.
can.
Tighten it up a lot, though.
Backy.
Whoa. Slow push, please.
We're not
Slow
heavy.
push.
Okay.
Girl.
Just slow.
Danielle Inglis.
Line's good.
Go, go.
There it goes.
Got a curl. Round still.
Okay. Gotta go, gotta go.
Okay, go ahead. You're only on a piece of it. Yep.
Oh, you got to hold it for her here and just lay it on the corner. Very nice.
Just
very nice.
Perfect. They carved it early and it just went.
Good judge.
Nice shot.
Pretty straight here.
Flop. Yeah.
Well, stranger things, Vic. This is half buried. Fairly straight spot. Never make a mistake here.
Forward to flop a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, I think it runs pretty straight here.
I agree.
Nice soft weight here.
good.
Give it to your brushers would make the most sense.
Almost just nose, hey?
Yeah, anywhere high is not
A
bad.
real easy kick for board.
Yeah.
Okay. You got it.
You got it.
Do you like the conversation there? Okay, transfer of information.
Yeah, and it's
10-5. Clean. 10-5.
just the most important thing is weight here. You don't want to overthrow it and have it run straight.
Curl. Curl.
Here we go. Ashton with the bunny hop. Oh, and enough to go.
Great brushing.
10-8. Good judge. Oh.
Yeah, just so straight.
hit? I don't
Yeah, good though.
Good.
I want
Good.
good.
It's good.
Yeah, I just
they
throw
made a
it
lot of
so
shots
straight
there.
there.
Control with that. Okay. Okay.
So a chance for a couple.
Okay. Just control.
Yeah,
you know it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, this
But
one's okay.
maybe get it over.
Yeah.
Still casting.
Nothing crazy
Yeah,
here.
super.
It's been a lot of brushing because it started off so
Like you
tight
got
in spots, so you had a sharp pebble, and everybody was over curling or light, so it was constant brushing.
Clean. Yep.
Final stone looking for a couple here.
Hard.
DeGroot and Daly
Clean.
all the way to it. And that will do. That will give her a 2. Ontario picks up 2 and 9. And a shot on a difficult and frustrating night for Ontario. And Danielle Inglis. Alberta will have last rock when we come back. You win, you move on. You lose, you're out of this year's Scotties. Simple as that on this qualifying Friday night from Thunder Bay. Welcome back. Ontario down by 3, and Alberta, Michaela Skrlik do have the last rock. They have the hammer. A couple of centers go up. Interestingly enough, Alberta did give up a steal of 3 earlier in round robin against BC.
Good, Jer.
In fact, they gave up threes twice, once to Northern Ontario as well.
Alberta, Jerry Lynn Ramsey tossing both of them through on purpose. Don't need them. You often see in this scenario that the team needing to steal 3 can sit 3 at the end of the end, albeit usually something's open.
Clean. A little.
Yeah, for Alberta, they just have to make contact on their peels, make sure they don't bonk them or flash them. That's really as simple as that. Don't need to make any double peels with a 3-point lead.
Top 4.
A little bit. Yep. Yep. Hard. You and me. Hard.
Oh, look at that.
Good feet.
Where have you been all my life?
Yeah, 3 perfect shots to start the end.
You got it, Ash.
Ramsey, 1, and don't touch it over.
Get. Okay. Good shot.
And it will spin away.
Boy, oh boy. If that had been in the rings.
That looked tight ice to me on that side.
Still got the guard.
Yeah, exactly.
Easy early.
Line. 2.5, 3.
Line's fine, line's fine.
Light.
Gotta go.
Yep.
2.
Yep. Hard. Hard for line 2. Hard. Hard line. Hard.
Brunton and
Hard.
DeGroot.
Hard push. Push.
Wow.
Push. Hard.
Keep going.
Go, 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 go as far as it goes. Okay.
And really good
17-4.
brush. Great carry.
It looks, Joanne, too, like it's a bit of a hot surface, a softening up surface. I bet the brooms are digging, eh? They're just not gliding.
Yeah, and sometimes, I don't know if this makes any sense, but you start sweeping a rock and you feel like, okay, so if let's say it was top 12. You start sweeping, oh, now I think it's top 8 or top 4. Sometimes when it's like this, it's top 12. You start sweeping and it just
Top 12.
seems to see top 12.
It was like that with me all the time. No, you're right. And it's there's more friction, too.
You're not
right?
extending the life of the rock. You're just keeping it from stopping.
Sorry, that was a bad line call.
That's what it looks like, too. It's just they're not nearly as effective, the brushers right now.
If you were to not sweep, then it would stop a little higher, obviously. But
Oh, I know, but I'm like,
yeah,
so many
it's,
lucky breaks.
Speed's not bad. Like,
Yeah, I think it's just a
felt
little
like
it just has to be close out of the thrower's hand in this situation.
got there with 4, so. Is that a lot of ice?
You can certainly tick that yellow one on later on if you're Ontario.
Okay, easy line.
Top 8.
Okay. Got Lila.
Yeah, it's
Kira
really
Brunton
running
as we
T
play
to it.
third stones here in the 10th.
Back 4.
Curl.
Okay, curl then.
Curl. Curl. Hard cast, curl. Hard.
Yep. Go, 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 go.
Curl.
Okay, straight.
Curl.
Just bounce it off a little.
Okay.
Okay.
13-8.
Okay.
Good weight call.
Heel. You just get the one, it's fine.
7-5. Nova Scotia
One turn.
leading BC, Kathy.
Well, for Corinne, she was able to remove 1, but not 2. She rolled out. She could probably see about a half of it, and it just did not curl. So removed 1, but already line 1. This is a draw for 2, looking for 4.
Line's good.
Let me know.
As we watch Margot Fleming.
Just curling down. Curling down.
1-2.
Full forward.
Oh, and not enough to back it up and out. So sitting now back 4, the shooter goes. Have they got enough here to get to the button for 2?
They didn't even touch that till halfway down.
No, it's,
Yeah.
again, it just does not drag.
Yeah. Just got into the middle and it
So 1 to take an 8-5 lead. And Brown with last rock coming home, trailing.
Okay, okay.
These are conditions as a sweeper. In a perfect world, you're sweeping a rock into position. You're not praying for it to stop. You want to be placing them and really precise, but under these conditions, you kind of have to sweep it and then watch it die and lift your brooms. You can't lose them halfway down the sheet.
Yep, gotta bring it over. Gotta
Get
bring
the
it over.
curl
Yeah,
on Kara's first one.
Hard, both of you, hard.
Daly now joins DeGroot.
Hard, every inch. Go, 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 go. Hard. Okay.
And to the center line, top 8 to sit 2.
That's some more ice there. There you go.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice.
You got it. You got it.
It's still a really interesting situation because
Yep.
2 more peels.
Yes.
Ontario splits that yellow on. They're sitting 4,
Yes, yes.
albeit
Roll it, roll it, roll it.
nothing in the
Go,
way.
go, 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 go.
Good.
Good.
I think so. Well, 'cause if we throw another card, are they peeling?
You could do it
And
now.
then we play the split.
Probably. I just feel like if we get a few more in there, then she has to
She
be
has
more
2
precise with her
chances on a
hit.
double if we do it now. Should I
Yeah.
call timeout?
Yeah, might as well.
Time.
Yeah. Because we throw a guard right now.
I think we guard, poke, she peels, and then split.
Good split.
She might
Yeah.
play like a chase and then take it away. So I do see the appeal.
It's tough to
of the
guard
split.
because you
Yeah,
guard the
we're
center
talking
one,
about
she hits the back one.
Split versus the guard right now.
Yeah, is that one on?
No, that's why we need to split it.
That's what we're talking about, split.
You gotta put
Yeah,
us-
it's off.
I think you got to make her look at as many as possible.
Yeah, I like the split.
Okay,
I like it.
let's do that.
We
seen
can get
it.
get it moving
sounds
this
good.
way.
The guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Skylar, thank
I
you.
thought with the guard now, though,
Okay.
would be
This is straight
if Alberta
here.
doesn't
Doesn't
peel it. I
matter.
mean,
Like I was
that's
thinking about like
pretty
the,
good for
the bare
Ontario.
The bare minimum we need.
If they play the guard and then peel and then you just show them 4 on her last, that's probably the best you can do.
Yeah.
You mentioned if Ontario guards and Skrlik goes after the back 4-1, I mean that's gonna. You could flirt if you rolled out. You could play the split and try to roll your shooter under cover, and then
100%.
split rock would be under cover.
I guess the only thing is if you throw the guard on the top one and Alberta hits the back one and stays, the game's over.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Well, similar to what you threw in the free.
Gonna need a pretty huge miss to steal 3 here.
Yeah. It's
Okay, I think I need less. I really
But
just think that this
fresh.
is gonna
Considering the
fresh
ice,
run,
you
no,
know.
no.
Yeah, and we want
yeah. Well, against 4,
Yeah.
it makes a big difference.
You got it. Let's make it.
Yeah. Makes you shake a little bit, I'm thinking. Facing 4.
Back 8.
Problem here is you make it good, you're probably setting up a very easy double.
Back 8. Back 8. Back 12.
Daly
Back 12.
and DeGroot.
Hard. Yes.
Here we go. Now you got to roll the other one on. Now they'll just bump it up. So sitting the 3.
Worst case scenario there because you just have to make it go away now. Split's still there off that red one, but only if this rolls out.
Okay. Here. You got it.
All right. Peel?
Are you nose?
Just nosing, yeah.
Okay. You got it.
Yeah.
2 years ago in Kamloops went 4 and 4.
Got it.
Did Kayla Skrlik.
Queen.
Margot! Margot! Margot!
Close to the double.
Here we go. Fleming got it. Drives it by and then just rolls over.
That's fine, Kels.
Yeah, we just.
Fine.
All right.
Let's just make a nice one through there. Like board.
Okay, you got it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's good though. It's like safe entering. I should have just called it early doge.
Yeah.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, we had the other one too.
Yeah, if I just would have had Ashton on it. But it just
Hit the middle there.
my bad.
Yeah, that's fine.
In the middle.
Needs to sit the 3. Needs to force Kayla Skrlik to throw her last.
Yep. Board. Yep.
Daly
Yep. Hard.
all the way. DeGroot's down, but she's okay. And they'll avoid the jam. And sitting the 3.
That knee is never going to be safe. Perfect.
Yeah, that may say something about the ice too.
I think so. There's been 3 or 4 slippages. It's a little greasy on the top of the surface. No, you're right, Vic. You know, pretty good effort from Ontario here. A great week, 6 wins, 5 down. Oh, makes them throw their last rock. That's pretty good.
Chance to end it right here and move on to the quarterfinal tomorrow. Kayla Skrlik
Clean.
Little sister will just nurse it down, and away it goes. And they will add 2 more. In Alberta, and Skrlik from the Garrison Curling Club will win it. The final is 9-8.
Great career.
So let's quickly go over to BC and Nova Scotia, Kathy.
Well, Nova Scotia took a timeout because of the placement of the brownstone right on top. They've elected to come down on top, keeping in mind Corinne must find a way to score 3.
Pearl.
Down to 3 stones remaining.
Whatever you're seeing. Once it started to curl, it really. They're more ice. Eric,
yeah, I do like the intern. I like the intern. When I sat in the hack, I like the intern.
Play the yellow double here.
Yeah, it's not easy because of the 2 guards out front. She's got to navigate the port.
Yeah.
No, it's not so bad.
Let's go. Okay, you got it. Nice and smooth.
Thin, no, thin, really thin, and you have to stick it. That's what? Get a good inch. Right where the broom is probably too much.
Easy. Easy. Yeah. Yep, hard Jenny. Hard Jenny. Gotta go.
Corinne Brown.
Hard Jenny. Go, 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 go.
Oh dear.
Good sweep, Sammy.
Really good try.
That.
Yeah.
She can't blast all four yellows out with this, right? Guard what?
It ticked it so thin. That's hard to believe. You could actually touch that top yellow and not hit the next one.
Just guard the middle. She could potentially throw a bomb, and I don't think it ever goes, but yeah.
Make sure you give yourself a nice Tina. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Edge of 8, like split the line.
Okay, this is the fastest track.
Interesting end, Kath, where the Nova Scotia stayed on the offense here.
They did. She flipped when they got the 2 in there and Corinne came in. They just, I guess for Christina, thought I'm not going to be able to remove everything.
Yeah.
And so I'll protect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, it's a nice bounce back, Kathy. Christina Black 69% earlier today in the loss to Team Canada.
No, I think
now up to 85.
The entire team will be happy with their performance tonight.
And as a team, 88%.
Boy, what a difference.
Roll there. 3.
How much?
Felt
3.
good. Felt good.
Just let her sit.
Felt good.
Well,
2.
I think it's good on its own.
2.
Whoa.
No.
Whoa. 2. 2. Curl a hair.
2.5.
Curl a hair. Yep. 2.5. Whoa. Yep. Yep. Curl a hair. Yep. Curl a hair. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Straight.
Whoa. That's sliding.
Hi, girl.
Holy moly.
Great
Great shot.
Good sorry, I should have updated you again.
I don't think that one goes, but we might as well try it. No, I don't think this one, like this one, ever goes. But I think we try it.
I don't know if that,
What it is what it is. Let's try it.
Hard as you can.
I'll try.
Corner red onto the
Yeah, I'll try to throw
side
as
of the
much as I
top
can.
yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out. There's the other red, too.
I'll try to give her, but.
Is that there through the port? Then you might, if you throw it 1,000 miles an hour, you might get those, and then at least that goes that way because you've got to bring this rock into play too. Wow!
Did you just hear Corinne? I'm 6 months pregnant. How much weight can I throw?
You got it. Give it a go. Nothing to lose.
So the long red onto that same double.
Got lots of time. Take your time.
It's interesting, Christine looking around thinking, is this even possible? Mapping it out. Final stone. Needs to score 3, BC. And Corinne Brown. And no. And finally, when they settle, it'll be a steal of 2 more Nova Scotia. And they will advance. Make the final 10-5. What a bounce back. And again, the fact that the two teams that played earlier today are winners tonight. So that completes quarterfinal Friday, or the qualifying Friday, as these two teams, now the winners, move on to tomorrow's quarterfinal.
Thanks for cheering.
And when it comes to our game, that it really is, you just have to look at the numbers. The 55 draw weight, and then 63, 57 overall. Just not Daniel Inglis's game in this qualifier. Yeah, too far, and the comeback was too much. The game story brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar. Proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995.
The 2025 Scotties Tournament of Hearts is presented by Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years. By Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by Home Hardware, here's how.
Christina Black comes through the must-win. Ranked number 4 in the country out of the Halifax Curling Club. And also time for some pictures. There you go. Smiling faces for Kayla Skrlik and the team from Calgary. So here's what is ahead. Just 4 teams remain. The Page quarterfinal is at 7 tomorrow night. Holman against Anderson. Winner goes right to the final tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. Right, you make a note. Hour difference, a little earlier. Black against Skrlik. It is must win again or be eliminated. Winner will go on to Sunday's semifinal. So down to 4 teams now with this year's Scotties. To Team BC, Team Ontario, we say thank you very much for the entertainment, your cooperation this week with us. We wish you safe travels till we see you again. And we will see you again tomorrow at 1 p.m. for the quarterfinal featuring Black and Skrlik, the Scotties, on Canada's sports leader, TSN.